Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Now, I know some of us, might complain that there's spoilers in the title, and as far as I'm concerned, y'all are annoying. Anyway, hello everybody. How are we all doing today? I'm honestly a little bit tired. Would have loved to have done this stream earlier, but I was busy catching up with friends. So, unfortunately, that didn't happen. But that's fine, because this is my channel, and I can do what I want. Plus, we're just here to hang out today, really. I was not in the mood to play Fortnite. That game, quite frankly, can rot. In saying that, now I think would be a great time to promote that if you are still into Fortnite and would like to buy a battle pass or any skins, you should use my code, which is HollyOnFilm. In case you need a reminder. But yeah, I haven't played that game in ages, and I don't want to play that game. I also thought we've done Fall Guys for a while, and since, it's been a while, I thought, why not return to Star Wars Skywalker Saga? Partially because my Mario Kart thing isn't in the Switch, which means I don't want to go search for it. So we can't do Mario Kart, so I was like, let's just chill, catch up, and, continue with this game that I didn't finish. Honestly, I didn't even think I'd started the original trilogy, and I'm going back through my streams, and I'm like, oh, I did. So that's a thing. Anyway, how is everyone? Should we talk about Season 3? I want to talk a lot about the D23 stuff. Honestly, I was like, should I do a whole video on this? And I was like, maybe not. One thing I am doing a video on, though, is the fact that, once again, I've decided to change up my entire Lego display again. I was looking at my room and I was like, looks a bit plain, looks a bit boring. I want to update it. I want to rotate my sets because I've got such limited space. I always want to switch out my sets. Plus, I was just like, this room's like lacking color. It's lacking personality. No, that's a lie. It's got a lot of personality, but it's just lacking. It's been insane past couple of weeks. I agree, but probably for very different reasons. How are you doing, Pen? Congratulations on the success of your DC video. So well done. Well done. Parks panel happened yet? I've seen a couple of things, but I don't think the Parks panel, did it happen? There was an announcement about, oh my god, the Death Star looks so pretty. The graphics look a bit dodged though, but oh my gosh. I forgot how beautiful this game looks. Don't mind me. These new personality, literally. I'm excited for Tales of the Jedi too. I watched a lot of the trailers this morning. We're gonna watch the cutscene and then we'll be right back to chatting, don't you worry. But look how beautiful this game is. I have Darth Vader. He's been added to my squad on top of my monitor because I have so many of these Darth Vaders now. This one's the one from the Grave Frisbee. So it's got Anakin's head on it. We're gonna see Huxley and Leia in this game. Oh my gosh, yay. I'm excited. I love her. Imagine if they actually was able. I should need to build my Jabba's palace. This reminds me, actually. I need to do that. Need to do that. No, bro, so I need to learn how to understand it better too. Hold on, let me plug that. Alrighty, let's get oopsies. Oopsies. You know what's sad is that now we have more detailed versions of these characters, so these ones are technically outdated. Anyway, yeah, I'm so excited. So I haven't watched all the trailers today, but I watched a lot of them. Like, I didn't see the new Andor one. The news about Bad Batch is really annoying. I did hear rumors about this, like, a couple of days ago, that it was, like, changed the date. And I was like, really? Why? So the fact that Tales of the Jedi is coming out earlier, honestly, a little bit concerning. I'm also more so concerned about the price of Omega, and the fact that she's probably going to be more expensive by the time I go to buy her, which I'm waiting for the set to be out for a while so that the price goes down more on her. And I'm like, if I buy it then, it's going to be, like, super expensive, isn't it? But never mind, that's something that I'll just have to suck it up and deal with. But I watched the Mando trailer and I watched the Tales of the Jedi trailer and I I watched the She-Hulk mid-season trailer, and what else did I watch? The Little Mermaid trailer, and I've been keeping up with the Disney Park stuff as well, because, like, I'm very excited for that too. Hey, Ben. I know. I've been, like, tweeting, like, I haven't even posted a video in, like, what, almost a week. I'm just floating right now. Like, you know when, like, something, like, you're just in that period of life, right? Like, where you just, like, you're not your peak. Like, you're not in your routine. You're, like, sort of thrown out of it. And I'm floating through life. Like, I'm tired. I'm getting along. That's what I've been at. What about Secret Invasion? Oh, yeah, I watched that one as well. So, we got a lot to talk about. Firstly, don't talk about any House of Dragon stuff, because I haven't watched a single episode. I haven't been able to. I want to today. I also haven't finished Rings of Power. I'm like 20 minutes into the first episode, so don't talk about that either. What I have caught up with, though, is She-Hulk. I'm one episode behind on High School Musical, the musical series. So, yes. I did see the Mando battle. Man, I was so close to not buying that set. I am very glad that I bought that set from Kmart. Very, very happy. Even though they're, like, not identical, they're, like, close enough that I'm like, anyone who's got them lying around, wow, good for... Ow! Oh, it's like a little maze. I see. Okay, well, I really should be paying attention to this. I don't know how I feel about The Little Mermaid either. The Little Mermaid is, like, one of my favorite Disney movies. I think Beauty and the Beast really is actually a better film, but The Little Mermaid holds a place in my heart, right? So, watching that trailer, I was a little nervous. It looks a lot better than, like, majority of, like, I feel like the Disney live action remakes. But I'm just not as excited for it. I don't know, like, I was excited for Beauty and the Beast, because I was like, Emma Watson, like, Dan Stevens, like, that sounds like a fun time. Ewan McGregor. But I don't know. I'm really excited to see what Ursula looks like, though. Like, in general. Wait, they were in the first season? I just fell reading your comment, Pen. Okay. Guess that's happening to me, because I fell. Like, I don't recall seeing them, but I'm like, they would have had access to all of that, wouldn't they? Like, that's the thing. I am really excited for Kang Dynasty. Look, here's the thing, though. I'm like, right, let's talk. This relates to She-Hulk, so let's talk about She-Hulk. Now, I'm not sold on the show. Now, one thing I love about it, and this is my favorite aspect of the show. Do I really need to? You really not gonna walk over here, Chewie? Come on, mate. One thing I love about She-Hulk is that it feels a lot more grounded. Like, we're just living everyday life, and I love that. Okay, I love that. It's the best. Hello, Droid Eye. It's the best thing part about it. It's like, it's very grounded. It's down to earth. We're in the city. We're living. It's very casual. It's like normal people life. One thing I don't like about it is, like, some of the humor. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, it just feels a little bit off. Like, the twerking scene, like, I don't have, like, a major problem with it, but it just felt, like, a little out of place. But, like, you know, it's fun. It's fine. Like, I don't know, it's just a little annoying sometimes. Like, there's just, it's, I don't know where we're going. I don't know what we're doing. Like, it just feels like we're sort of just, like, again, floating. So I'm like, okay. And, like, it's just making me question, like, do I need to bother with, like, a lot of the Disney Plus shows anymore? I don't know. Like, none of them feel like they're, like, as magical or as exciting, I guess, as, like, WandaVision did. And, like, I don't think every show necessarily has to be, like, that amazing, but I'm just like, are we really going to, like, do this every time? Okay, like, how do I, if I can't move this past these very strict guidelines, like, what am I supposed to be doing? How am I supposed to, I need to be C-3PO for that. Oh, I probably need to break something. Anyway. So I'm like, I don't know. It's just, I'm not sold on She-Hulk. Like, She-Hulk as a character I really like. Like, I think she's fine. I think she's great. Like, I love that. I love the lawyer aspect of it. Like, it's fun. But I'm just not overly, like, interested. So I'm like interested to see where the second half of the season goes. Yeah, like I wasn't sold on Madison either. I was like, Madison and Wong were interesting. Yeah, I didn't particularly enjoy, oh sorry, I shouldn't be hitting her. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of it. Like I was just like, okay, like Madison annoyed me. Like I understand that she was supposed to be like comic relief, but honestly it was a little, it didn't feel very right. But like I like hearing about like just like the, I guess the everyday like legal cases that like all of these superheroes have to do. Like I think that's pretty fun. But like, I don't know, I'm not, yeah, it doesn't feel like, it's not good humor. That's what it is. Like, it's just a bit cheesy. Like, She-Hulk CGI isn't horrible, but it's also not great. Like, some scenes I think it looks fine. Other scenes, it's the way she moves, I think. That's my problem with it. It doesn't look bad, it's the movement that doesn't look good. Like, that's my problem. But, I don't know. I'm not sold. Like, it's just, I feel like it could be better. I guess I expected more from it, which then, like, it makes me look at things like Secret Invasion. I'm like, do I care? Do I care about Armor Wars? Not really. I only care about Daredevil because it's the Daredevil that I love, and I know it's, like, I just hope that it's going to be as good. Madison does feel very forced, so I'm like, I don't know. I'm cautious about the future. I'm like, Quantumania, look, I'm excited for that. I'm not honestly excited for Black Panther. I really couldn't care less about that movie, I feel like, at this point. And I think a lot of that comes down to the fact that we haven't seen a lot. So I'm like, Secret Invasion, the only reason I'm interested in it is because of Nick Fury. I'm like, I don't really care about the Skrulls. I'm like, I don't know. It just doesn't interest me all that much. And it sucks because I want to be excited about it. But like watching the Star Wars trailers, completely different attitude. And I think that's just because, like, I'm not drowning in Star Wars content. Aw, poor Han. I'll help you, buddy. So, yeah, there's that. It's unfortunate. But, yeah, the Star Wars stuff, I'm hyped for. Mando Season 3, though, honestly, not... I don't think I'm as excited as I was, like, for Mando Season 2. So, oh, the Black Panther bus. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Hey, BFAB. So, I hate the weird Star Wars animated shows. Did you just call them weird? Excuse me? Excuse me? Okay, I'm not as hating Han, am I? Okay, let's pick this up. The Lego games are, like, so unhelpful sometimes. It's so annoying. I just, like, Mando Season 3... Like, I'm excited because I love Mando. And I love Grogu. And I'm excited for Bo-Katan again and, like, more, I guess, like, Mandalorian stuff. But, like, the story doesn't also look as exciting. If you get what I mean. Yeah, you should definitely watch them. They're not dumb. They are not dumb. Absolutely be fab. Also, the Black Panther bus is definitely... It's like a Peach's Castle situation to me. Because like, everyone was like, ooh, vehicle. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a second once this cutscene's over. Because it's a long conversation. Let me tell you that. I saw a video on that. It was like a Blitzringer video. I saw the thumbnail of it. I didn't get time to watch it because I saw it just before I started this stream. I want to watch that because I'm like, if they're doing a Disney game, that sounds fun. That's my start. Alright. Black Panther bus, shall we? Oh, I'm Luke now. Hype. Killing everyone. Oops. Oh yeah, I shouldn't really attack things. I care more about moving on with the levels than this. Alright, so... Black Panther bust. I woke up and I opened Instagram and I see the Black Panther bust. I just looked at it, knowing full well that the price of it was what, 350 US dollars? Like, that's like what, 550 Australian? I looked at it and I was like, this is a joke. Like, this is an actual joke. Now, here's the thing. The gripe I have with Lego currently is that I personally am so sick of every direct-to-consumer set being the most expensive thing ever. Okay? And that is where most of my complaints lie. I think alright, so take the gloves off. The head and the shoulders. That looks great. Stop this alarm. Stop, 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 stop. No, turn off. I think the model, so it's like similar, I think, to my feelings on the Hogwarts Express, right? I think the model looks beautiful. The helmet looks great. The hands, I'm not a huge fan of, okay? Honestly, Pen, and I think that just shows how disappointing the set is. Now, I think the bust and the design of it, again, looks gorgeous. Like, it's a really well-designed set. Besides the hands. The hands, honestly, I didn't mind it at first, and then I saw the 360 view, and I was like, a bit dodge. I personally think the set should have been smaller, and it should have just been the bust and the shoulders. I think that would have been better. Lower price point, not as, oh, blue milk. Not as expensive. I think that would have done better. But the set, are you serious? Like, I think the model looks pretty good. Do I care about it? No. Do I want to spend that money on it? Absolutely not. It's just, I think if it was the bust and it was smaller, I think it would sell better. But at that price point, really? Like, it looks gorgeous. And like, admittedly, unlike the Hogwarts Express, it feels a bit more like a complete set. And even without half the set, it still feels like a complete set. So I will give it that. But at the price point and for what it is, I'm not a huge fan. And I think the biggest problem is the price point. Why would you spend that money on that? Like, I can buy a brand new Apple Watch SE for less money. That will track my fitness, that will track my steps, that can answer phone calls for me, that can act as its own serving mobile phone instead, or I can buy the Black Panther bust and it's just going to sit there. I don't like it. Like, and here's the thing as well, like, I am not, like, I've seen a lot of people complain, being like, oh, I wanted something like an Avengers Tower, or it's bad for the anniversary, and to that, yes, I don't think it's a great set considering, you know, it's been 10 years, right? However, I don't think I can necessarily fault it just for that. Like, it's disappointing that it's a 10-year anniversary. However, I don't think we should necessarily feel the need to constantly do, like, big celebrations for every single theme's anniversary. Like, I don't even think Harry Potter necessarily needed one. Did I appreciate it? Yeah. Star Wars... yeah, that was awesome. I think that was beautiful, and that makes sense for that theme. It's a massive. Same with Ninjago. It's like, it's Lego's own theme. I think it's fantastic. Oh, yeah, I heard about that, Pen. I read quite a lot of the comments about the Reddit. I didn't actually read the thread, but I saw a lot of screenshots from it. And, like, even if the helmet needed to be slightly bigger, I would have preferred a slightly more expensive helmet to what we got. Like, I don't know. That's a good point, Pen. I don't know. Maybe they were just, like, really committed to Black Panther as a character. Maybe that's why. Like, I watched Miss Marvel, and I enjoyed most of it, but, like, I don't remember it. Yeah, the designing at home in quarantine, like, I don't know. Overall, it just, like, I think just as a concept, whoever pitched this idea at that price point, that's where the issues lie. The actual design, I think, worked fine. I think there are definitely flaws with the design, like the gloves just feel too far out the front, and it, like, I'm not a huge fan of that. The helmet itself, pretty well done. It definitely should have been smaller, though. It's just, it's not good. Like, I'm not, oh, are you Jay? I'm just not a big fan of the Black Panther bust. Like, I was probably not going to buy the big Marvel set anyway, because, like, I didn't think it was going to be a building after the Sanctum. Like, I just can't see anyone in their right mind. Like, not, take the bugle out of it, right? I can't see, I'm going to die against this Rancor while trying to have this conversation. I can't see anyone picking up the Black Panther bust, not just over the bugle, right, which is the same price, but more so over the Sanctum. I saw the Sanctum built in store for the first time ever a couple of weeks ago when I went to the Lego store. It's gorgeous. Like, I definitely have problems with that set. I think the minifigures are really lackluster. I think the building should have been a little bit bigger. But for that price point, like, why would I even consider buying the Black Panther bust? Like, I'm sorry, it's just, yeah, I think it looks really awesome. It's the same deal with the Hogwarts Express. If it was a smaller set with less pieces and less elements to it, I think I'd be a bigger fan. Not to say that these sets are awful. I mean, I haven't seen it in person. I don't have it in hand. But I know, right, Blue Hero? I'm just, yeah, it's just, it's not great. It's not great. Like, I'm so disappointed. And not even, like, I would have loved an Avengers Tower, don't get me wrong. But I think for people's reasoning for, like, being like, oh, like, the rumors were wrong. Like, there was, like, talk about an Avengers Tower. Like, it should have been that. Like, I don't think that's a good enough reason. Like, I understand the disappointment. But, like, getting angry because it's not what you thought it was, like, I don't think is fair. Getting angry that the set is what it is for that price and it looks the way it does for that price point. Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's not good. Like, I bought the Sanctum earlier this week, actually. Like, my mum and I split it because, of course, she's doing her city. She's started building it and actually putting it together and is getting obsessed. And I was like, hey, want to go halvesies on the Sanctum? And she said yes. And I found it on sale for 303 Australian dollars at Maya. So I bought it. And it cost me 150 bucks. I just whipped. No, I think Lego's problem right now is that, like, oh, Leia. Aw, I love you, Leia. Everything's super pricey. Everything. My thing is, just because you can make it big doesn't mean you should. Especially with the Black Panther bus, like, you don't need something that big. Like, if it's a building, you know, or like a ship where it makes sense, like same with Star Wars, yeah, go for it. But, like, we wanted something else isn't enough for it to be a bad set. Exactly. Like being like I want an Avengers Tower. Okay, I want a giant Avengers Tower like the Bugle. But just because the Black Panther set isn't why I don't like it. I don't like it because I think for the price point it is, and for the design of the set, like, I think a better overall, better value set could have been achieved at a cheaper price point. Like, I just don't see this set selling. Like, it's not selling. I'm sorry. I saw that poll, Pen. Guess what I voted for? Bugle. That's what I voted for. Like, it is right, Blue Hero. I love it. I love the updated R2 with as well, with the serving thing. Look at him. Come on, Lando, let's go. Man, I want a new Jabba's sail barge. Like, okay, let's take Jabba's sail barge, for example, here, right? Okay, look at that. That would make sense as a big set. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to review the Sanctum. I think I'll do a video on it. But it'll be more of like a half review, like half commentary, and like topic about something else. And I think I'll talk about, I guess, like the whole like Marvel buildings thing that I have in it. Because I definitely want to make content on it. I'm spending that much on the set. I want to make content on it. I'm probably not going to like build stream it though. But, well, you know, a helicarrier. Yeah, a helicarrier at that size makes sense. Okay? Like things, like giant ships or things that I guess like need that extra detail. Like the problem with Black Panther as well, it's just all black with like very minimal accents. Like it's a very plain thing. And also, you could buy like a Marvel Legends helmet for less than that set and have more detail, have it look more accurate. Like, the Sanctum is barely even selling at our store, so I highly doubt this will sell at all. Really? So our Sanctum online is sold out. I know in store it's sold out. Costco's sold out. Kmart, I'm pretty sure, sold out. Amazon's got it. And like a couple of other places. Like, it's been selling really well, like here, from what I can tell and what I can see. Yes, Pen. Yes. It has a lot of metallic silver though. It does, but it's not. Like, you just look at it and it's like, it's pretty plain and black. I get why the gloves are a part of it. Like, you know, to do the whole Wakanda Forever thing. But it just looks weird. Like, I always remember Wakanda Forever with like closed fists. So the fact that he's like this, it just doesn't look right to me. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the set. I'm not buying it. Like, I'm definitely not. And I just want Lego to hopefully... Oh, I'm trapped by Boba Fett. Lovely. I really hope that Lego starts to make more smaller sets again. Like the James Bond car. Bro, the Butthole Tiger. These sets are beautiful. Like, and I'm going to make a video on it because I watched Lord of the Rings Return of the King. So I finished rewatching Lord of the Rings the other day. Man, I want all the sets now. Mainly I want all the Fellowship and I want to get an Unexpected Gathering, which I've been parting out. And can't you close the fist though? I'm not sure. I'm gonna watch someone's review on it. Did Tiago get it? I can't remember. Either way, I'm gonna watch someone's video on it because I want to find out these things. Where did Boba go? There you are. Die. So, like, that's another thing. I'm really interested to see what the Razor Crest looks like, because I think the Razor Crest might be another victim of this. And that's the thing as well, is like Lego has put out so many really expensive sets back to back. Like, I would love the Lion Knight's castle, and if it was cheaper, if it was half the price, I would probably buy it. But the fact that it's $600, I'm like, I can't justify this with the amount of other themes and interests I have. It just doesn't make sense for me. Die. And then the Hogwarts Express, right? Like, a lot. $500, like, you're pushing it. Razor Crest, probably gonna be, what, another, like, $400, $500? I can't remember actually how much it's rumored to be. Plus the Marvel bust, like, all back to back, like, we're really pushing it to me. Tiago got it? Okay, yeah, I feel like Tiago's probably, like, I guess, like, be the best person to look at it, because, like, from what I've seen, like, I'm not, like, this could come off wrong. Like, I feel like it's gonna come off as, like, I'm accusing people. But, like, after watching the people who got it, like, everyone seemed to be, like, a bit iffy. Like, it almost felt like everyone got sent it was, like, really trying to justify the set a bit too much, instead of just saying, hey, it's, like, this doesn't feel like a good set for that price. But Pink Ice, it's a mech set. How can you be excited for a mech set? So, I don't know. When does the stream end? Once I finish playing through this movie. But all those 400 plus sets with the Razor Crest are almost 600. Oh my god, I forgot the Eiffel Tower. Exactly. It's like, why is everything so expensive? Okay, so this then comes linked back to Lord of the Rings, right? Okay? So, and I bring up Lord of the Rings for this reason. Lord of the Rings, I'm going to make a video on this, but basically, Lord of the Rings, I think, was ahead of its time. Now, back in, like, and I think this was the golden age of Lego, and this very much could be a very biased decision, considering this was the, like, prime ages of Lego loving in my childhood. Before my dark ages, I was super into it, buying a lot of sets. It's very nostalgic to me. But Lord of the Rings, objectively, is one of Lego's best themes ever that they've done. I think it's fantastic. I think they, like, really hit the nail on the head here. I just think it was incredible. Now, the Tower of Allthank, right? 2,000 piece set. That tower is massive. If that was released today, that set would be a $500 set. They would make it a giant building. They would, like, really, like, try and make the most out of that. Right? I'm failing this. Hey, stud. Right? Okay, so Tower of Allthank, right? That, what, retailed for like $200 US when it came out, maybe less. 2,000 piece set. That model is beautiful, okay? It is like a really good size, lots of detail, probably could have done with a few more minifigures, but for the most part, really solid set, okay? Now, why does everything these days have to be super giant and super massive? Like, I know they're trying to get that adult audience and they're really trying to hook them in, but it's too much. Like, there are so many cool sets and things that I would love to buy. And I would do it if they were a little bit smaller. Like, I would rather, like, these things be smaller and buy majority of them than, like, not have them at all. Does that make sense? Like, if Lord of the Rings can do that, and have the Tower of Allthank, and have it be, like, what, a couple $100, like, why does everything have to be super massive to succeed, right? Jeez, Beaver, that, I'm jealous of that. Not only would be a 500 set, it would also sell extremely well. That is one thing. If Lord of the Rings was released today, not only do I think it would sell even better, right? Because you've got all these new adults in it, and, like, a lot of adults love Lord of the Rings. But, like, you could do, like, a giant Eye of Sauron. That makes sense to be that size. Like, does the Razor Crest need to be $600? No. Does the Hogwarts Express need to be? No, not necessarily. I mean, I think it makes more sense than a lot of other sets, but, like, it still didn't need to be. Like, the Black Panther bust? No, absolutely not. Like, I would just love some more. Oh, Joel, I went on about She-Hulk earlier. Overall, like, I like She-Hulk as a character. I like how it's more down to earth than a lot of the things we've seen recently. But I'm also, like, not a huge fan of it. but I'm excited to see where it goes. The Black Panther set is representative of everything wrong with recent's 18+ approach. Too big, too expensive, too niche, too tailored to the casual adult market. I wish, I don't know. Like, I know that it's like, if you don't like it at the end of the day, don't buy it. And that's definitely what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm not buying it. But I'm just, I wish they would calm down. Like, you don't have to make everything massive in order for it to be a successful set. Like, you can have a smaller set and still capture that detail. Like, not everything has to be giant and grand all the time. Like, even the more expensive playsets these days are, like, super ridiculous. Like, it's insane. It's insane. I think LEGO is pandering too much for Rick's votes. It honestly feels like similar to like what Disney does, right? Like where you make your product so expensive that like only a like particular sort of demographic and portion can buy it. Like only like people with like lots of dispensable income can purchase it. And it's almost like it's becoming a sort of status symbol. Like, oh, if you have a large LEGO collection, oh, like, that's impressive. Which, like, I hate that idea of. Like, I think, as well, like, if you're a kid and you're seeing, like, all of these, like, concepts be done into, like, massive sets, like, it almost, like, makes your small playset, I guess, like, worse or, like, more irrelevant. I don't know, but... Yeah, I agree, Super. I think it should... I mean, I don't like the hands of it. Don't like the hands of it. Oh yeah, I heard about Inside Out too, and like, but then like Mindy Kaling and the other person, Fear, whoever played Fear, I can't remember his name, Bill Hader, aren't coming back or something. I was like, oh dear. But yeah, I'm just the current way that LEGO's going, I'm not a huge fan of. But also like, can we? I mean, I'm gonna do another video about this, but like Marvel has sucked this year. Like, we haven't even seen the final Black Panther set, and already I'm like, this year sucks. This year sucks. Like, at this point, I'm like, why even bother buying, like, new sets? Like, I should just go and buy, like, older retired sets. Like, they're the same price, and I feel like sometimes the quality, or at least, like, they're of stuff that I find a little bit more interesting. I had no idea that there was a stream going on for the past 30 minutes. Hello, Rune. How you doing? Try turning notifications on and off if it wasn't working. I think the worst part about it is that when it doesn't sell, LEGO's going to assume we don't want more displays from Marvel in general when all we're asking for is affordable ones. True. I think another thing is, I guess, like, everyone will be like, you know what else, like, is interesting, right? Like, it's like, oh, well, like, people saying Black Panther isn't popular enough when it was, like, the most popular movie. Like, I saw that was a comment, and, like, yeah, Black Panther was the most popular movie, but do they not also realize that a lot of that came from the cultural and, like, impacts and significance of that film? Like, it was almost entirely an all-black cast, and the first, like, black superhero-led film from Marvel, like, that was a really big cultural thing, and a lot of people went to see that movie because they wanted to support that. And they wanted to watch it. Like, objectively, like, if you went and asked people who their favorite superhero is, I guarantee you Black Panther's not really going to be a popular answer. Like, that, not to say that he's a bad hero. Like, I loved Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther. I didn't think his movie was particularly great. I mean, it was great in a lot of aspects, but there's also a lot where it failed. But, like, I think if you did a Spider-Man bust... you're going to hit a lot more of an audience. I think you're going to have a lot more success. It's going to sell better. It's going to have a better reception overall, even at that price point. It having an impressive box office doesn't correlate to popularity. Exactly. Right? It's like Top Gun Maverick has, like, overtaken Black Panther now. Like, for example, Avatar had a really big box office success. Does that mean that the sets are going to sell well? I don't think so. Honestly, I forgot the Avatar sets were coming out until the other day when, like, that's another thing. LEGO's releasing so many sets that I can't keep up anymore. I went through the coming soon section. I was like, oh yeah, Avatar's coming out. Oh yeah, there's that Christmas tree. Oh, completely forgot about the giant Bowser also coming out in October. Like, I can't keep up. I can't keep up. There's too much. Too much. And as someone who is invested as LEGO as a, like, product and as a company and, like, is more invested than I should be, that fact is like kind of disappointing to me. I didn't forget about Bowser. Well, yeah, you wouldn't, Pen. I forgot about Bowser. Disney's really overhyping Avatar recently. Well, they invested a lot of money into it. Like, Avatar 2 is not going to be as successful. It's not going to be anywhere near as successful. Because the whole reason Avatar was successful, like Black Panther, wasn't because of the movie. It was because it was a very visually impressive 3D film that had a lot of groundbreaking and amazing VFX, but also was done entirely in 3D, which was a concept that was just starting to take off again because of that movie. So, like, Avatar's beautiful. It's got a beautiful world. Will I see Avatar 2? Probably not in cinemas, but I will watch it at some point. But just, yeah, it's weird. I agree. They're making too much stuff. It almost feels like they're throwing everything at the wall and it's just like, yeah, we'll see what sticks. And it's like, I mean, I've definitely been a lot more picky. Oh, poor Yoda. I'm being more picky with what I buy these days, certainly. I'm waiting for more sales. Like, it's just, it's too expensive and there's too much to keep up with. Like, it's not good. I haven't seen too many people hating The Little Mermaid. Like, I've seen pretty good reaction, at least from me. I don't think SpongeBob's getting picked. I want Thomas the Tank Engine to get picked. And he's dead.
Yoda will always be with you.
Obi-Wan.
The other
Force Ghost.
Leia's my sister?
Lol, we all thought the same, mate. We all thought the same. And we've Spider-Man 2 music. Me too. The water effects in Little Mermaid look so bad in comparison. See, but that's the thing. And that's as well why, like, Marvel's had really bad CGI, right? Like, Disney has put all of their money into Avatar and they have brought up all of those, like, senior, really experienced VFX artists. And that's why the water and stuff looks so good. Like, even in the original Avatar movie, like, there was some groundbreaking, beautiful water VFX. And then that means, like, Marvel, you get the less experienced artists because all the other ones are too busy already. They're busy, they're occupied, sorry. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that Little Mermaid doesn't look as good. I mean, I still thought it looked fine. I want to see Ursula. That's all I care about with that movie. Sweet Home Alabama. I agree, Thriller. I wonder if it's just because it's not done. So, potentially, Ali. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I know, right, be fair, but in like 5 days, I'm floating through life right now. Like, I really need to get back on it. I've been filming one today about, like, my display, and I've got a whole list of stuff to do. I just have not sat down and done it. Part of me is just like, look, honestly, like, don't want to put in, like, just not in the mood to, but I'm also in the mood to, and just haven't been able to, so I've been working on other things instead. But, yeah, I missed it. I keep going into the YouTube studio, and I'm like, it's getting more days. Like, I've got to do my admin calendar video, but I'm like, probably should do that now because I missed the, like, release day and it's also too far away from Christmas. It's in this weird period where I'm like, need to do it. Speaking of Nickelodeon, they're in hot water right now. I love that Pokemon video. Guys, thank you for the compliment on that. I'm very proud of that video. It could honestly get into the greatest hits playlist. I love it. I love my Pokemon. I haven't put them on display yet though. I don't know what I want to do with them and where I want to put them. But I do want to do something with them. Because, like, they're fun. God damn, R2. That's alright, Ben. Have fun. I really enjoyed the video as a Pokemon fan. It was so much fun. Originally, it was just going to be, like, a regular review. And I was like, actually, no. I'm not doing that. I kind of want to do more videos like that. Like, they're a lot more fun, I think, than, like, I guess, like, a typical review. Like almost like a mix between that and like James Bond. Like I kind of want to do more stuff like that. I think that's what I'll probably do when I make a video on the Sanctum. Like it will be within like that realm of things. Because they're fun to make. And like I feel like I'm a little bit more like, I guess like proud of them. Like happy with them. Why am I yawning? It is 3:30. Oh my gosh. Pardon me. I mean, I was up this morning to help out with tech stream. Maybe that's why I'm tired. I was going in Nickelodeon. So, Jeanette McCurdy released her memoir, which I want to read. Haven't bought it yet, but I want to read it. And there's a lot of juicy tea in that book. I'm like, ooh, yikes. Basically, it's a bit dodgy. Why is this room so hot? I should open my window because, like, it's warm in here. Guys, we're getting into summer now, and I'm excited. Oh dear. Like, I got some sun the other day, and I've never felt more alive. More alive. Text room was great. It was. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad I could help out and glad I could join in. It was a lot of fun. Ooh, that's a nice looking Han Solo minifigure. Hold on, is that? Ooh, we got some dual molded legs. I swear they're gonna do Endor stuff next year. I swear. Oh dear, I forgot to shut the blind behind me. Now my lighting looks a bit off. Whoopsies. Our summer's just ending. Sucks to be you guys. Jokes. Autumn is lovely. I honestly, like, I'm like, it's so weird. I have this, like, messed up mentality, right? Like, every summer, and I think it's just because of, like, I guess how much, like, media, like, I consume that's, like, from the US and UK. It's like, when it gets to, like, our winter here, I'm in the mindset that it's summer. And, like, when it's summer here, I'm in the mindset that it's winter, besides the fact that I'm constantly burning. And it's absolutely not summer. I'm just like, I'm in a weird state where I'm just like, yeah, I want to do something. Ew, we're in the ugly Imperial shuttle. Ew. Gross. So, I know, 3:30. Look at me go. So that's what I mean. I'm like, let's not forget about Jon Snyder. Exactly. Which sucks, because, like, I loved Victorious. It was a great show. I really need some new Endor stuff that isn't 4+ or a gimmick set. Well, that's the thing, right? I'm like, since we've done a 4+ set, and we've brought the Ewoks back into existence, right? Like, why would you not do Endor sets? Because the Ewok mold's back in production now. Like, we're here, we're active, we're using it. Like, let's go. Let's bring back some Ewok sets. I would love another Ewok village. Like, I really, really want to see one of them. Plus an Endor bunker. Plus, like, another Imperial shuttle. Like, come on, guys. I need some water. Oh, I'm feeling... I've got a headache coming on. Why does this always happen when I play this game? Wasn't there, like, the Imperial shuttle or something later? In, like, 2015 or something? I think. Maybe. Maybe. If I was going to buy another retired Lego Star Wars set, it would be the Ewok Village. I think it's great. Like, there are some Lego Star Wars retired sets that I would buy, and there's others that I would not touch with a stick. A lot of them are like the UCS sets. Or just like random small sets. Would I love the Palpatine's Arrest? Yes. Would I love the Ewok Village? Yes. But I'm more interested in a lot of the minifigures. Cloud City, like the newer one, I would love. Do I want the original Cloud City? No. Absolutely not. Even if it was not $10,000, I wouldn't want it. But I guess that's just like, because I'm not like super, like there are still a lot of Star Wars sets that I don't know exist. So there's that. But like, I love Lego Star Wars, but there's like a lot that I also don't know about it. So it's like, whenever I talk about it, people get mad. I'm like, they're like, you don't know this particular set from this year? No, I don't. That doesn't mean that I don't enjoy it. I have not seen Pinocchio, no. Which, like, I make another ATST. I feel like they wouldn't purely because they've got the Hoth one. They'd wait a bit first. The 2015 shuttle is a masterpiece. The 2021 one, I hated the 2021 one. So much so that I sold it. I hated it. The bottom of it just looks so bad that I was like, yeah, I'm not wearing that. What if I put on Scout Trooper armor right now, they're gonna stop shooting at me? Back off, mate. Or is Han gonna start shooting at me? Maybe he'll start shooting at me, we'll see. Hello. Die. Did he have the angry clone face? Lol. Hey, Jaden. How are you going? Luke, put your lightsaber away. We are going to be screwed if you wave that weapon around. Damn it. I know more about Lego Star Wars history than I know about my families. I'm trying to like learn more about it. Like there's still a lot of characters and a lot of just like people and sets in general that I don't know about. And I think that's what I like about it, is because I can learn more about it. Luke, get on your speeder bike, you idiot. I mean, I think the DLC for the new Skywalker Saga is exciting, but at the same time, I'm like, I feel like it's a little late. Like, surely, like, the game, like, the people have finished the game or 100%ed it if they wanted to 100% it, and it's just not, I guess, relevant anymore. But, like, I'm excited at the prospect that, hey, TT Games recognize how much people want Captain Rex. I just crashed into a tree because I tried to scratch my nose. Pardon me. Oh my god, I'm yawning again. Oh dear. I'm a hot mess right now. Can you tell? Can you tell? Man, I need an easy video to make because I've just realized the one. Ooh, AT-AT. Like, I'm probably not going to be able to get it done today. Lovely. Maybe I should just stream tomorrow. Ooh, mini kit. Oh wait, I can just hold down the button to shoot, can't I? I forgot about this. Oh dear. These levels make me, I'm making you yawn, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Man, I am so, Maybe I should just do a build stream tomorrow. Build my Pizza Planet truck. But I want to make a video. Man, I saw someone selling like the entire wave of Indiana Jones the other day. Impressive. Impressive. You know what makes me most excited about having like a confirmed live action Ezra though? Is the fact that when they redo him, like we're gonna get like a new skin tone face for him. I'm hyped at that prospect. That honestly is what makes me most excited. Cause like, I feel like he needs like a Din Djarin or like different, or like even like Princess Jasmine Aladdin type of skin tone. Because like the regular flesh does not match him at all. Can this be over yet? How many of these do I have to kill? Like, this is making me dizzy. Alright, I need to pause for a second because like with how hot this room is and this game graphics, my head is hurting. That being said, as a Skywalker Saga worth it. Hit from my experience, I keep getting headaches whenever I play this game. Every single time. Every single time I played it. Episode 1, I think was the worst. Hydrate. Good plan. More importantly, is Sabine with a more accurate skin color. That's also true. More importantly than Sabine's skin color, an accurate haircut would be nice. An accurate haircut. I prefer to have her with the helmet on. I just think it looks better than having that horrible hairpiece that they did for her. Hey Jay. Okay, this break was much needed. Man, I could fall asleep. This is bad. This is real bad. Real bad. That's a good point, Allie. Where are my blue light glasses? I got them, might as well use them. I really hope they're not dirty. Yeah, well, they're fine. They don't need cleaning. By the way, everyone, remember what, I don't even know what stream this was happening. I remember talking about this, and I can't exactly remember when I did it. I know it's before the Harry Potter news came out, which is why I was teasing you more with this set. So remember my really bad quality, pardon me, what's it called? This set. This one, right? Remember when I was building this and I was teasing you all and it was like horrible quality and I had to reorder some of the figures? So exciting news. Well, firstly, I didn't end up ordering a Victor Crumb. However, I did order my new mermaid spear and my paddles. Pardon me. The start, I hope you do, because they are gorgeous sets. And I got my mermaid. And I got my new Harry Potter. So then I took the arms off the other Harry Potter and I put them on Victor Crumb. Because, like, he's still dodgy, but, like his legs aren't terrible. Like, the actual torso isn't that bad. His head's atrocious, but I have that headpiece. So the only real problem now is the shark head, but it's enough. It's, like, it's fine enough for me to do a review on it. And then I've got replacement Ron's, like I've got Ron and I've got a replacement Hermione. So I'm pretty much set for that one now. And then, speaking of stuff that I've bought, you'll notice the back of this instruction manual, there are 4 Goblet of Fire sets, and I have 2 of them. One of which is the Dumbstrong ship, which we've reviewed. The other one is the one that I'm holding, the second tusk. And then there's 2 more. There's a Hungarian Hotel and a Graveyard. If I turn this way, you might be able to see the Graveyard box, which is right here. Whoa, yeah, that's right, everyone. I bought a sealed Graveyard Jewel. That cost me a liver. I'm getting to the point now where I've almost got every single Harry Potter set. And the ones that I have left are expensive. This being one of them. And then after I bought that, I was like, well, now I've only got 1 to go. So I started looking at the Hungarian Hotel. And because I had my Facebook Marketplace set to New Zealand after trying to find Big Train, I found a listing for the Hungarian Hotel that came with box and instructions. So I bought that too. That's arriving tomorrow, apparently. So now I have all of the Goblet of Fire sets. So I'm going to review this one before the new one comes out, and then I'm going to do a comparison on that. I might build stream that. I was thinking about doing it for Halloween, but then, surprise, I'm going to be in the US for most of October, so can't really do that. Actually, I could do it on Halloween. I'm here, I'm home for Halloween, so I'm thinking I might do the Graveyard for Halloween, because I thought that'd be fun. And then the Hauntel I'll do some other time. Anyway, I might do like an entire video on like the whole wave. Either way, I'm going to try and review every single Harry Potter set at some point. So, yeah, I've got, hi Marco. So, oh, Marco, your hoodie shipped the other day. I got into explaining why she's in credit card debt. All I can say is thank you for helping me with Big Train. Like, seriously. Like, man, I was scared for that one. Hey, Bengals Rocks. Is that a reference to the NFL team? FYI, we're just wondering. Another reason. Don't even get me started. But, like, the reason I'm going is because I was originally going to be going with some of my friends from, like, my friends that I'm still friends with from high school. So, we were going to go to Disneyland. And, like, there was a sale on. So, I was like, sweet, I'll book my tickets. And then my other friend ended up booking her flights earlier because they need to go during the school holidays. Like, I can go whenever I want because, like, I work from home. But they needed to go during the school holidays. And I was like, damn it. And then my other friend didn't get their time off approved for that first week, which was the school holiday week. And then they were going to go to Hawaii afterwards. So I ended up not going on that trip. So then I was like, all right, what do I do now? And then instead of canceling it, I managed to convince Sans and Claire to come to Orlando with me. And we're going to do Halloween Horror Nights. And I'm very excited. I mean, they're going to be there for a lot longer for, like, other reasons. But anyway, now I get to hang out with different friends in the US during October, which will be fun. So, is the Disneyland trip supposed to be for your birthday? Well, no, it was for something else. But I was like, I might as well stay so that I can, like, be in the US for my birthday. Which my mum hated the idea at first. She was like, you're not with us for your birthday. And I was like, no, I'm with my friends. I'm going to Halloween events. I also really want to do Mickey's Not So Scary. Or Epcot and go on the Guardians ride, but also then, like, I have to do the rest of Epcot, which is kind of boring. Yeah, exactly. At least I was able to work something out, so I'm very excited. It definitely is a reference to the NFL team. I can't believe I got that. Also might go to an NBA game. I like them. They're fun. So I'm excited. It's going to be a fantastic trip. I'm very excited. I'm also not taking a big suitcase. I refuse. I'm only doing hand luggage, which should be fun. Halloween Horror Nights looks so good. I've been scrolling through Twitter and I'm, like, obsessed with it. Because, like, I did a Walking Dead haunted house a couple of years ago in, in LA. And it was so much fun. So I'm really excited. Oh, no problem, Noah. Honestly, I had to pause because I have a bit of a headache. So we're not really gaming right now. But, oh, I'm really sad that you had a horrible idea. I mean, not a horrible idea, a horrible day at work. So, Michael Myers is coming to Horror Nights. I heard there's, like, a Halloween house, isn't there? And then the Weekend house. I'm very excited. I also kind of want to do Islands of Adventure as well. But, like, rental cars are expensive, so I have to rely on other people, and that's not very fun. Wait, so Hollywood does have the Death Eaters walking around? Bro, I should have stopped in LA. Should have stayed there for one day and gone. Damn it. I'm so excited though. I am hyped. It's going to be so much fun. Like, I'm going to have the best time. It's going to be so much fun seeing my friends again. Oh, it's going to be great. See you, the stud. Also, going back to things I've bought recently, I bought more aliens. Woo! I'm going to start an army of them, slowly. I'm not in, like, desperate need to get them, so... Not in a rush, but I have more aliens. I also bought the horrible Iron Man set. And I built the car. And then I'm going to try and sell most of the minifigures besides, like, War Machine and the Mark 25 suit and Whiplash. And then I've used as many pieces as I can to build and expand on my armory. I also have this chicken. And I bought a Funko advent calendar. And I also bought... Oops, I've dropped my remote. Whoopsies. I also bought a Funko Pop of the Toy Story alien dressed as Zurg. Which, big fan of. I bought the Iron Man set. Why? Because I wanted the minifigures. And financially it worked out better for me to buy. What I did though... Hint. This is what you do, right? When you got friends who live in a different country where they have that 2-in-1 pack, you get them to get you the 2-in-1 pack. And then you get rid of Groot. You sell Groot. And you go and what do? You go and then keep the Iron Man set. You get rid of Groot. And you save money. That's what you do. That's the only reason I bought it. I hate it otherwise. Collect as many aliens as possible. That's what I want to do. I don't know how I'm supposed to do a mock. I either want influencing Ryan's choice to buy some little green aliens as part of his whatnot hauls. I mean, I'm obsessed with them. So maybe. I did mention the fact on our like group chat that I want to make an army of them. Emily was in full support. She's making like a mock pizza planet. It looks so good. It looks so good. I love it. I love it. No, I'm not giving you my minifigures. They're mine aliens. I really want to build my Pizza Planet truck soon. I'm so excited. Yeah, exactly. I got the 2-in-1. But I got someone to get me the 2-in-1 pack because I can't get the 2-in-1 pack here. But it's great. Well, you know, some of us don't live in America. Some of us are dual citizens for the UK and Australia. So, hi Rosie. I'm still mad at you for my terrible questions on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Rude. Speaking of Toy Story, I really want to fix the Woody Brickhead's hat to be better. It looks like a top hat. Agreed. That's why I put my official ones in storage and I kept my custom ones out. Like where I've got like, so I have like a Marshall like speaker, which is what's plugged into my PC and it's on the shelf next to me, which realistically is not a good sound system. But I've got my Alien Pops on top of it. And then I've got my 2 Toy Story Brickheads next to it. And then I'm planning on putting the Pizza Planet truck with it. I just want to have a ton of aliens. I've got like, what, 9 now? I want to buy more. But also, for any members who are in the members channel Discord, you would know that I've had a fantastic idea for Christmas merch that involves aliens. I need to order a ton of heads. And by a ton, I mean 30. That's how much I budgeted for. So it'd be fun. Marvel released 100. Did that get confirmed? I haven't seen. Maybe you got 6 aliens. I realized the other day that apparently, according to Brickset, I don't have every single Toy Story minifigure because I didn't buy the Zurg, even though the aliens are the same. Like, bro. Toy Story's #1 fan here. So much so, I'm going to buy the Duplo Toy Story alien. You know what else there is? There's the Duplo Toy Story alien. There's also the Toy Story alien keychain, and there's an alarm clock. I need to get them all. So exciting. So exciting. I'm hosting Fall Guys tomorrow on the server. Feel free to join us. Ooh, that sounds fun. I might actually. If I do, I might stream it and then we can all have fun together. Hype. I mean, you're all gonna have fun anyway, together. Even if I don't oh, damn, I just dropped a Technic pin on the floor. I'm debating pressing resume now that my headache's not as painful, but I'm also like, kind of just want to chat. I don't know why. Would we get mad at me for that? Should we just chat and hang out instead? or should I finish this game? Oh, that's the thing. Are we watching this stream to hang out and chat, or are we watching it to genuinely play? I am addicted to the Toy Story aliens. Okay, is that a bad thing? Yeah, probably. Is it all because of this? I don't want to call him stupid because I really care about him. Is it because I can't even see him? He's blocked by a box. Is it because of my Toy Story alien plushie? Absolutely. That plushie has a chokehold on me. Now that Chinese streams of fire, finish it. I'd be chill with any of them. Should we do a poll? I was tempted just to do a chatting stream today because it has been a hot minute. It has been a hot minute. Look, I'm keen for either. Honestly, I was even thinking about this before I started. I was like, do I even want to play the sequel? I kind of want to finish it just because I want to. Let's just chat, shall we? Where's my button where it says me? Ew. The heck happened here? Oh, I know why. It's because of the way I have to set up my stupid, whatchamacallit. Give me a second. I need to change. I do like tiny green aliens. Configure video. Is it this button? I can't even remember how I set up this thing now. I can't even remember how I made this a circle. Interesting. Okay. I know that it was some button. No, surely it's not configure video. It's not that button, is it? Something's popped up. Okay, let me check. That's correct. This isn't correct. Device default. That's definitely not right. Let's go back to custom. So are they pen or are you joking with me? That's the question right now. What are all of these different buttons? Oh, it's because I have a filter on. I see. Okay. I know what we've did. There we go. I fixed it. Okay. Let's just chat. I'm in a chatty mood. Then again, I'm always in a chatty mood. I just don't shut up. But also, if we're doing a just chatting stream, that means I can turn off the PlayStation and hopefully reduce some of the heat that is pumping into this room. Have I ever told you both? I should say both. There's more than both. What's the word I'm looking for? Have I ever told you all about the time I almost overheated and fainted in Thailand? Who wants to hear that story? That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, I heard about football coming back. I still don't know how to play it. Quite frankly, I literally had an NFL player explain it to me and I don't know how to play it, so I'm not joking. I mean, maybe I'll pick it up one day. Maybe, but not now. Alright, we're back. Let's just hang and chat. I should change the name of the stream. Edit. We were playing Star Wars and I got a headache. Right, let me change this to chatty time. What a brilliant stream title. There we go. Enjoy. Alright. Okay, so, that story. So I was in Thailand. And if you've ever been to Thailand, you'll know that Thailand is a really hot and humid place. And I was there in January. January of, when was it? 2019? 2018? I'm not entirely sure. Oh my gosh, no, I want to do an Utapau mock, but I am also not committed to that. So, I was in Thailand. Thailand's hot and humid. And I don't do well in the heat. Don't get me wrong, I have grown to really appreciate the heat and summer and all of that. But I was in Thailand and it was hot and it was humid and I'm walking around these markets. We left our little hotel, going walking around these markets. I'm getting really hot and humid. It's ridiculous. I'm sweating, I'm not doing well, and I just start feeling really faint. And I'm just I genuinely feel sick. It is so hot that I feel sick. And I'm I need to go back to the hotel room. I feel sick. I don't feel good sort of thing. And, like, I'm drinking water, and it's not happening. So we walk back to the hotel, and I'm, like, about to, like, pass out. And I crank the air conditioning down as much as I can, and I just lie on the bed. And, like, I strip my clothes off, so I'm just in, like, my underwear and, like, a short top, and I'm, like, lying on the bed, and I'm just, like, I feel sick. I'm gonna, like, throw up. I'm gonna faint. Like, I'm dead. And I was like, that was a weird experience. That's not happening again. And I just lay there for like 20 minutes until I felt better. Then, happened again later that week. Same thing. I was just like, I'm not doing it. Like, I feel sick again. Like, I'm overheating. Like, this is not good. Felt sick again. Came back, lay down 20 minutes later. Okay, I'm good now. Like, I had to, like, everyone else was freezing. And I was like, I'm suffering. This happened to me 3 times. 3 times. Once was because a room was so hot, and, like, I had to go into a bathroom and rub, like, water on myself, and then, like, stand in front of a fan and crank the air conditioning down. Like, I'm on 2 fans. It was, like, really bad. Maybe it might have been heat stroke, but, like, the thing is as well with Thailand, it was nighttime. Like, this wasn't even happening during the day. It was night. And I think a lot of it came down to the fact that it was really humid. But either way, I did not have a fun time. And that is why I don't like summer. Also, another reason I don't like summer is because I've realized that Australia, you know, the reason I hate summer here is because, 1, my parents don't like putting the air conditioning on, and I don't live alone, so I can't turn it on myself. And 2 is we have a hole in the ozone layer. So if you go outside, you feel like you're going to burn. Whereas summer in other countries, I can stand outside and not feel like I'm burning until it gets to 3 hours and I realize that my shoulder's burnt. So, that song is bop. It's from a Harry Potter remix that I found years ago. I can't even remember what it's called. So, it's good. Yeah, humidity's not fun. Not fun. You know what I learned, though? From when I was in Orlando in April? Like, you know, it's hot. It's hot. It's humid. But it didn't actually feel any different from Australian summer because ours is also quite humid. So I was like, oh. And that is when I learned. Even like Chicago, right? I mean, Chicago was dry, but like it was hot. And that's when I realized the only reason I hate summer here is because you feel like you're burning. I need to get 82 12 troopers, so that will cost $1,600. Yikes. What if you bought tons of ATTs and then sold the build and sold the Codys? Would that make it cheaper? Yeah, the airborne troopers are super expensive. Jeez. The sun in my area is brutal. Same. But also I'm really excited to just like lie in the sun this summer. So what I do in summer, right? And I love Australian summer because it makes my life easier. Because the time difference is so much better. Like, it will be 4 o'clock in the afternoon for me, and it's like midnight on the east coast of the US. So that means if I'm streaming at this time of day, like, it's not super late at night, which means I have more time to do stuff during the day, whether that be like go out to the shops, whether that be film a video, and it makes my like scheduling so much easier. And one thing I do in summer is, like, if it's sunny and it's a nice day, like, I will take an hour out in, like, the morning or even, like, the middle of the day just to lie by the pool and go swimming or, like, go and get a tan. And then I'll, like, finish and, like, I'll stream or I'll film a video in the afternoon. Rick, thank you. I've really prepared this earlier. Thank you for my delivery and for packaging it really well. I put my pop on my little shelf, and I put my advent calendar away. Actually, the one item I do have, which is the most boring item from that order, is my light bricks battery kit, which is for Christmas. I've already started planning my Christmas display. It's bad. I really want to get another light kit for one of my Winter Village sets, and I had this plan, right? I was like, either I can make everything battery powered, or I can put this on my Diagon Alley that I've got, and then get a USB extension cord and like connect that to a iPhone charger and then put that into an automatic power plug so I can automate my Christmas lights in my Lego sets. Is that a bit excessive? I think so, but there we go. I did Sith and I missed it. I was about to buy 5 of them so that I'd have 10 sealed, because my plan was if I can get a quite a few of them, then I can make them Australian exclusive items on my store. But then also, if I'm buying it from Lego.com, it kind of defeats the purpose. Anyway, I wanted to try and get some more, and I couldn't. I was like, oh, damn it. It was painful. Wait, how bad's the winter where you are, Pink Ice? I want to know now. Because, like, winter is, like, fun. Like, I like things in winter. I like the cool mornings. Honestly, though, this time of year, September and October and, like, April and May in Australia are my favorite months. Because I like it because, like, during the day, it's warm. Like, right now, I can wear a t-shirt. I can go outside. I can go for a hot girl walk. And we'll have fun. But also, I can wake up in the morning and I can rug under my blankets and I can still be, like, nice and warm. Though, admittedly, it's starting to get to the point where I need to put my red blanket away because it's getting too hot. Also, speaking of 5 at First, do you see that? I bought another one. Yippee. Yippee. I have like 12 Hoth Snowtrooper battle packs sealed because I was going to buy 50 of them for my giant 5-year Hoth mock, but then I realized it wouldn't be worth investing 20k into a mock if it's white. True. That's another thing. Speaking of like white and yellowing, that's another reason why I like parted out my gunship. Like, it probably would have made more sense for me to just buy one. Like, buy a used one or buy a sealed one. By the time I, like, ended up buying all the minifigures anyway, and, like, the sticker sheet and the exclusive domes, like, I did save money, but honestly, that's probably because I just skipped out on the minifigures, but also, like, it was cheaper than buying a used one, because it's, like, technically new quality. But, well, also as well, I bought all new dark red, which means it didn't crack. Whereas, like, if you, and I learned when I was listening to the Callie Brick clip the other day, right? Like, Shy bought the fire station, and it's all that, like, red. Like, you know when I was building Gringotts and, like, all of the plates snapped? Like, if you're looking at an old set that's got, like, old dark red or old reddish brown, sometimes I think those sets could actually be worth, depending on what it is and how much of the color it is, it could actually be worth parting it out instead of buying it so that you can buy the newer version of the colors. So that's one reason why I'm, like, glad that I'm parting out an unexpected gathering. But I feel like brown is actually less brittle than the dark red. Dark red is bad. It is real bad. Winter in the Midwest is all through. It lasts from, like, November to March, April. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I mean, our winter just feels like end of May until, like, late August. Though it's been raining a lot, so it does sort of still feel like winter in some regards. It's just been really nice. Mosquitoes are dead, hibernating during the winter. Oh no, it's gonna be mosquito season soon. You want to know one story? So it was Halloween in, like, 2015 or something. It must have been 2015. No, I did not finish my Nielsen and Murdoch mock. I really want to, but I just haven't got down to the roof or the interior. I finished most of the minifigures though, so I was proud about that. I actually had fun. So it was 2015. It was Halloween, right? And I went as Halloween. I went as Harley from the Suicide Squad, and this was before the movie even came out. So, like, I was basing it off, like, one magazine cover and, like, a group photo. I did a great job. I was proud of myself. Anyway, I went as Harley Quinn. I went to this Halloween party, which was, like, mostly outside, because, you know, it's Australia. It's warm, it's spring, and I had, like, the fishnet tights on. And then, like, the shirt was, like, you know, 3/4 length sleeve, so, like, it was alright. But I did not put any mosquito repellent on. And the following day, I woke up and I had 33 mosquito bites on my legs. It was bad. So instead, you know what we're doing this year? We're being Cowgirl Barbie from the new Barbie movie. Because apparently I really like to dress up as Margot Robbie characters that movies haven't released. Yes, I counted. There were so many I had to count. It was horrible. I'd rather deal with Midwest winters all year round than Midwest summers. Exactly. Like, that's one thing I like about winter is you can always put more layers on, but you can't take more off. There's only so much you can do in summer. However, the warm is a lot more interesting and fun, I think. See ya, Mega. Have a good night. Yeah, I hate mosquitoes so much. I hate them. See, I always used to be a winter fan, and now I'm like, summer? Am I a summer person now? I don't know. Maybe. Going outside in winter is miserable. That's the one thing. Like, I adjusted my gym schedule. Like, I went to the gym in the mornings. I say that. I haven't gone in a while. I need to go. I miss it. I went in the morning. Like, usually I would go at night in summer because, like, it was quiet. It was easy to do it after dinner. Like during the day, it's like I could be doing things like streaming or filming a video or doing something. So, like, it was better to go at night. But then in winter, it was too cold to go at night, and I didn't want to go outside. I don't know. I just not a big winter person anymore. Not that I go outside. Fair enough. I remember talking to one of my friends from high school when I was wandering around the neighborhood, woke up the next day with 50 on both legs. Ugh. Yikes. Always use mosquito repellent. Or get those, like, citronella candles that you can burn and then they, like, run away. Do that. That's another option. Yikes. Cicadas are awful. You know what else is awful? We have, like, blowflies, which are just really big flies, and they make a really loud noise, and they're the worst. I hate... That's another... See, now I'm just thinking about all of the bugs that come around in summer, and I hate it. It's also, like, snake season. Not that that's, like, a huge problem where I live. I say where I live. I'm in Australia. At least in my neighborhood, it's not a huge problem. Because it's not, it's, like, bushy. I hate blowflies. Know what? Oh my god. That is terrifying. This is why you don't go camping. Not that that was necessarily related to camping, but makes me realize why I hate camping. I say that as if I've been camping. I went, like, it was like camping, like caravanning once. Like, for all my regular stream attendees, we will all know my first boyfriend, who I just like to forget that I ever dated. It's so mean. Anyway, there was just, if there's one good thing about that time in my life is that I have a lot of great life lessons to talk about with you all, and some great stories. So, he invited me on his, like, family's, like, caravanning camping trip. They're, like, a caravan thing that they went and parked in a caravan park. And, like, I was on holiday with my friends, like, the week before. So I was like, I'll just stick around and, like, hang out for, like, a couple of days. Did it make me miss the 18 and over Wiggles concert? Yes. I was highly debating leaving. And then I got guilt-tripped into staying on this vacation and missing the Wiggles concert. I regret not leaving early and going to the Wiggles concert. I should have just gone. Anyway, I went on this caravanning trip with his family, which was weird to begin with. I was like, okay. Alright. Like, I got this, like, it's just... Literally, though, Jay, they are the best. Anyway, I went on this weird caravan trip, and it was, like, the first time I'd ever done something like that besides, like, my year 9 camp, where we were in literal tents, and it was raining. So... yeah, we were on this caravanning trip, and they were all like, if you need to pee at night, like, because, you know, I'm a girl. It was like, wake one of us up, like, we're going in pairs. And I was like, okay, well, honestly, like, not that worried. It was like, yeah, make sure you bring your shoes in when you shower, and, like, don't put anything down on the floor, because, like, germs and everything. And I was like, this is not my, and this sounds like very, this sounds very snobby of me, right? And, like, pretentious, and, like, I'm better at this. Man, I'm not built for that lifestyle. I'm like, get me like a dodgy hotel or like an Airbnb. Like, not into this. Yes, that one, Tyler. I should have gone. And that's what annoyed me the most, is I hear all the things about how Greg went into cardiac arrest, and I was like, I could have been at this. I was going to go to it, and I missed it. I would have gone on my own. I would have given anything to go to that Wiggles concert, but no. I was like, I'll stick around on this vacation with this dude I don't even care about. And I was like, went to the beach, got some, like, mediocre food. And then one day it rained, so we went to see Little Women at this really bad theater. And honestly, that was my favorite part, because I was just watching a movie. I didn't have to interact with anyone. You wanted to watch Greg have a cardiac? No, but I'm pretty sure it was the last show he ever did because of all his health issues. And that's probably true. They would have been kind of traumatic. I didn't consider that. Either way, I love the Wiggles and I wish I was there. But yeah, I went camping. It was weird. Like, all of the campers knew each other, and I was like, I don't know. I mean, it was a pretty funky caravan. Like, it had air conditioning. Like, it was nice. But, like, I don't know. Like, it was, like, the bed was comfortable, but, like, I don't know, I just didn't feel, like, even when you got a shout, like, it just wasn't a fun environment for me. And I'm probably never going to go camping or caravanning again. I mean, it was glamping, so it wasn't awful, but, like, what are the chances that guy watched... Well, considering his reaction to me saying, hey, I want to display my Lego Harry Potter collection, which was one, like, quarter of the size that it is now, was, you can have one tiny shelf when we live together. Probably 0. Though if he is... Hi. Jokes. It was bad. The Wiggles better than the Beatles? Absolutely. Mate, you know, so, like, Queen Elizabeth, firstly, may she rest in peace. She was, like, she's like your nan, right? Like, everyone loved her, very beloved. Everyone, like, loved her, like, I genuinely felt, like, so sad when I found out. Like, I was like, oh my god, I could cry. Like, I didn't cry, but, like, it was just a shock. Like, I knew it was coming, but I was shocked. Anyway, the reason I say this is because there's, like, very few, I feel like, public figures that would, like, really impact me. Like, one was Corey Monteith, the Glee actor, because, like, that was the real first person that, like, died that really, I feel like I, like, had grown up with or, like, had watched and, like, had an impact on me. Alan Rickman was another one. The Queen... Like, Betty White didn't really, like, affect me all that much. But, yeah, like, Stan Lee's another one. When the Wiggles pass away, I'm going to be bawling. I'm going to be bawling my eyes out. Julie Andrews as well. David Attenborough. Those two are soon. Carrie Fisher, yes, another one. I'm like, oh... Like, it's one of those things. Like, the Wiggles is going to be a big one. It's going to be, like, Steve Irwin levels, but you have to do it 4 times. By the way, guys, I'm going to Australia Zoo, so... That was a really dramatic transition from, like, very, like, dark things to, hey, I'm going to the zoo. I'm very excited. Oh my gosh, Mark Hamill, don't. Mark Hamill's going to be another big one. Or even Harrison Ford in general. Ewan McGregor. Oh, that's gonna be horrible once it gets to that point, and it's like, we're getting close. Oh, man, it's gonna be so sad. But yeah, the Queen was a sad moment. Poor Queenie. You know what was also sad? The fact that people were like, oh my gosh, she's being reincarnated into Trisha Paytas's baby. I was like, no. And then there was also all the Crown memes. Honestly, the Crown memes were funny. I did have a good laugh at that, and it was a really nice sort of pick-me-up from the depression childhood. Oh, yeah, anyone I basically... Zac Efron, man, that's gonna be a rough day. But also, I'll be old then, so I'm like, oh, let's not think about that. Yikes. But with that conspiracy, it was funny, but I was like, it was so weird. It was so weird. Trisha Paytas, man, she's a weird one. She's scary. Start destroying. You know what's sad? We have to now have Charles on our money. I don't want to have him on my money. Let the Queen. Go power. Just like, yes, like, it was just like Lizzie, like, you just felt like you knew her, right? Oh, now we have Charles. Anyway, that was a sad... Now we're getting to people who are just too close in age. That's like really scary. Man, no. No, but it's right. Speaking of, I mean, this is somewhat related, but also not. Elvis Presley. I watched the Elvis movie recently because it finally came out to like rent or buy, and I was like, I didn't see this in theaters. I might as well just buy this movie for like, what, $35 on iTunes. And I sat down and I watched it. I was like, man, this is good. Actually, the hero? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's insane. Technically, the next official queen would realistically be Princess Charlotte. because it's all done on like firstborn. So I guess if Prince George has a daughter first, then she'd technically be the realistically next queen. It's gonna be a couple of years. Elvis is such a good movie. I know, right, Jay? Doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right. Yeah, Elvis was such a good movie, and like, because I'd heard so many things about like that Toxic and Viva Las Vegas song, and I was like, this is catchy. And then like not Elvis Butler, Austin Butler and all that. And like after I watched it, I went back and like watched that clip of the interview where he's like, you can go from walking into a side. And it's just funny, okay? I remember watching Austin Butler in like when he was like on Disney Channel and like Aliens in the Attic, Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. And like I watched the Carrie Diaries, which was like a Sex in the City like prequel spin-off show. I've never seen Sex in the City, but I watched the Carrie Diaries and I loved it. Literally, Rune. Literally. Man, I'm more King George, not King George, Prince George. He's so cute. He's so cute. Good night, Bengals. Have a great sleep. Man. One day, guys, remember it was like, I don't even know how long ago this was. It was what? It was like mid last year or something, and I'm like trying to recall how many US states I know. I feel like if I redid that today, I would actually be really good. The coordinator worked in others. That's sick. I actually went to my old, I said this, I went to my old like boss's like engagement party, and they have like a like film studio. Anyway, I got a tour of it or something, and they're like, oh yeah, like Baz Luhrmann came in here and like previewed stuff from Elvis, and I'm like, what? Yo, I've been in the same room as Baz Luhrmann. Look at me go. Look at me go. I mean, it was filmed in Sydney. It makes sense. That reminds me, I really want to watch the assembled Thor Love and Thunder just because it was in Sydney. I'm like, oh, I want to see this. Oh yes, Neptune. Neptune would be good. When Toby would go, stop. That would be so embarrassing. Man, did anyone go and see the re-released No Way Home? Is that the right movie? Yes, that is the right movie. Because I didn't. Because I was just like, how many additional scenes is actually going to be in it to make this worth my money? I had the opportunity to meet Chris Pratt, but I missed it. I was 2 hours away from meeting Chris Hemsworth. I was so annoyed. So annoyed. Because, like, I saw the clip of, like, the, like, end credit scene or something, which was really cool. And then there's, like, that clip in the elevator, and then I haven't seen anything else. So I was like, okay, guess this wasn't worth seeing. Oh my gosh, my skin is so bad recently. Look, it's, like, breaking out again. I'm like, girl, let's do some more better skincare. Just watch the scenes on YouTube. See, I'm thinking about doing that. I'm like, yeah, it just doesn't seem worth it. Like, I own the movie. Why would I pay? Like, I love that movie, but, like, if I own it and it's on my laptop, why would I go and watch it to watch an extra 11 minutes? On the other hand, if it was like a Lord of the Rings extended edition situation and you're giving me 20 minutes of extra content, then I'm on board. My skin's been bad lately, too. My friend told me that as well when I went to see her today. She was like, my skin's been bad, too, and I was like, same. I'm like, I really need to work on my skincare. I need to get better things. I mean, I finally stopped using makeup wipes and have switched to micellar water recently. Maybe that's why. I don't think it's why. It's because I pick at it as well. That doesn't help. There are a bunch of dumb screaming children in my theater. Yeah, that happened to me too when I went to go and see Sing and the Lego Movie. That was a terrible joke. Anyway, when I went to watch Sing, I was like one of the only people laughing in that theater. I don't know what these kids' sense of humor is broken these days. Also, during the Lego Movie, I remember I was sat there with my whole family. It was our problem for going during the day. But anyway, this one kid was like, oh my god, Michelangelo! When he appeared on the screen, I was like, shut up. See, I should do that, Noah, but I can't stop. Exactly. And I was like, and the same thing happened with, like, the Avengers, right? Like, didn't they have, like Endgame was trying to defeat Avatar, and they, like, put in, like, an extra scene or something. I was like, I'm not going to see this again. Screw you. Except that one hadn't come out on DVD, so technically it made sense. But No Way Home, they did it too late. Too late. That reminds me, actually, No Way Home, going back to Black Panther, Spider-Man, yeah, it had 3 Spider-Men, but it just shows you how much more exciting Spider-Man was. It was an unfinished Hulk scene. Lame. Don't be annoyed with the kid watching the Lego movie. He was just excited. I don't care. I'm gonna be annoyed at him. Not picking your faces so hard. I know. You know when you scroll too much on TikTok and you start thinking you got all these things wrong? It said something about like compulsive skin picking and I was like, that's probably me. And then it was like, oh yeah, if you do that, you might have ADHD. And I was like, I think we've done too much TikTok for today. And then I turned it off. I was like, lovely. That kid's probably in his teens now. Stop. I was watching a TikTok earlier and it was like, yeah, people in like year 7 now. Like Adele's Someone Like You was released before they were born. I was like, stop. We're gonna stop right there. Nope. Don't even get me started on Cocomelon. Cocomelon's stupid. More kids should watch Bluey. Not that I know much about that show, but it seems fine. The kid didn't do anything wrong. Yes, he did. He talked during a movie theater. Radioactive by Imagine Dragons is 10. Stop it. Stop that. What else is like 10? I mean, The Hunger Games is 10 years old. Yikes. And like Lady Gaga, like her first album is like what, 12 years old? How old's Riverdale? When did that come out? I know I was in like my final year of high. That would have been like what, 2018, 2017 when Riverdale came out? Riverdale's 5 years old. That show has been going on for 5 years. Lego Marvel and DC. Yikes. Ooh, I don't like that. Thoughts on Thor Love and Thunder? It was alright. Wasn't my favourite. Stop making me feel old. Well, I feel old, so now you all have to feel old. I'm 23 next month. No one likes you when you're 23. I am not coping. I mean, I am coping. I got my age wrong the other day. I can't remember. I think it was like I was on my Instagram and I'm like going through my requests and I'm like being a good person for once in my life and actually reading messages and responding to them. And someone was like, how old are you? And I was like, I'm 23. And then I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not 23 yet. I'm 22, you idiot. I also watched Lady Gaga. I've watched a lot of content recently. So I finished rewatching Lord of the Rings. I started rewatching The Hobbit as well. And I forgot how much I love An Unexpected Journey. That movie is so good. I love it. I also watched Desolation of Smaug. I haven't watched Battle of Five Armies, partially because I don't want to, partially because I couldn't download it and watch it. So I need to watch that. I also watched Lady Gaga's documentary, but mostly I skipped through it because I wanted to see her like Super Bowl performance. I love Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga's amazing. I watched like a video on, I can't remember how I got a Priscilla Presley video recommended to me. It was like her going through her outfits and like talking about them. And then I got a Lady Gaga one recommended and I was like, give me that. And she's like talking about like her meat dress and all of that. I'm like, sign me up. Sign me up. It's too bad that Unexpected Journey is tied to that. Well, here's the thing. I loved Desolation of Smaug. Like, I just really liked Smaug. And, like, the whole battle scene. The only problem I have with that movie is that it's very long. And, like, I didn't like the Necromancer storyline. And they carried on with that a bit too much for my liking in that movie. And then there's the Battle of Five Armies. And it like, comes crashing down. Remember, I've watched that movie once. And I don't want to rewatch it. But we'll see. High School Musical came out 16 years ago. Yikes. It's like with the day I found out that like Zac Efron was 30. It scared me. It scared me, man. It scared me. I have played Lego Dimensions. It was a lot of fun. I still have all of my Dimensions stuff. And I remember the reason I loved it so much is because I was like, oh, it's a Toys to Life game. Like, I love playing Disney Infinity and all that. But I was like, I can use these as actual Lego minifigures. Sign me up. And it was great because it was a way for me to buy Lego. Well, not really me buy Lego, but ask my mum to buy me Lego. And get the minifigures. But also, it's a game. So she was more likely to say yes. Do I regret not buying the Lord of the Rings team packs? Yes. Do I regret not buying the Beetlejuice and like E.T. and Sonic ones? yes. And the Doctor Who ones, also yes. And I also probably should have bought the Harry Potter ones. Luckily, they didn't go up too much in value, and I've got to get them sometime soon. I also now have all the Harry Potter brickheads, for anyone wondering. I've done a lot of collecting, even though I was like, hey, I don't need to buy anything until the Office set. And then I bought a lot of stuff. Always happens. Always happens. Disney Infinity 9.1 is 9 years old. I remember that when that released. Toys to Life was fun. Amiibo never made sense to me. It just never felt like it was worth it. Though I do love the way that the figures look. They look great. Man, Gangnam Style was a great song. I saw a clip of, like, Psy doing a concert. And, like, he was singing Gangnam Style, of course. And, like, everyone is, like, off their minds. I'm like, this seems fun. Hey, Ben, I had a headache and then I stopped playing and now we're just chatting. $25, that's good. I remember because I had them for the Wii, they kept freezing, and it did that thing where, like, the Wii would freeze and it would buzz at you and it'd be like, bzzz. So when I had the opportunity to buy the remastered versions on the Switch, which I could play in bed, you bet I snapped that up, and I finally got to do the final level, which I had not been able to do for ages. It was great. Did anyone watch Check? Yes. I clicked on as that was happening, and it was perfect timing. Perfect timing. I loved it. I loved it, I loved it, I loved it. What is one... I'm interested to know, right? Because, like, for me, I know my answer to this question. What is one set from, like, your childhood or even in, like, recent years that you've wanted really, really badly to, like, build and to own? And, like, what's the one that you've always wanted to build the absolute most? Because, like, I want to say Diagon Alley, but honestly, it was just, I wanted to own that set. For me, one set I've always wanted to build was An Unexpected Gathering. I remember the Lord of the Rings line so well. Like, I watched the Lord of the Rings for the first time and I was like, I want the hobbits. Like, I want Merry, I want Pippin. And then I was like, I want the dwarves. How do I have to get all the dwarves from The Hobbit? And then I rewatched An Unexpected Gathering, and it's that stupid, an Unexpected Journey. And I watched that, and the Unexpected Gathering scene. I want all the dwarves now, and now I'm going to try and collect all the dwarves. Oh, it's a mess. Oh, nice work, Junior Bacon. Heck yeah. 2009 Battle of Endor. Nice. Used to be a Just Dance game collector. Man, I love Just Dance. Joker's Funhouse or Benny's Spaceship. Ninjago City, I started building it. Out of the extra parts. Nice. Toy Story 3 garbage scene set video a lot. I'm pretty sure I remember the first Brick Show video I watched was a Toy Story review. I'm pretty sure that's how I found their channel. From Youth Ewok Village, currently the Disney Castle. The Disney Castle's good. If you can somehow, if you have the Disney Castle and you can, like, try and save up or have the opportunity to get it anytime soon, get it before it retires, because you know that the Disney adults are going to go crazy over this set, especially if they do more Disney stuff. And then the price of that set is going to skyrocket. What was the Lego set in question? Mine was, I really wanted to build An Unexpected Gathering. Like, that was the set that I always wanted to build. Like, as a kid, I just always wanted to, like, I wanted to have that set. I wanted to build that set. I wanted to experience it. I was just also Helm's Deep. Oh, I want to experience Helm's Deep so badly. Arkham Asylum. Oh, which one? The original one or the 2012 one? The 2012 one I'm 100% behind. I told my friend the other day, because the friend I saw and, like, caught up with today, she's the one who, like, her family owns the Disney Castle. They're putting a light kit in it, actually. And she's got the Black Pearl. And I said to her, I was like, I've given up on the Black Pearl. Like, I'm not getting that set. I'm like, I'm just get Davy Jones and I'll call it a day. And I was like, the Black Pearl price has gotten worse, because I told her about it ages ago, and she cleaned it and she vacuumed it and she washed it because, like, she realized how expensive it was. I was like, yeah, it's $1,400. She's like, man, I want to meet the Brick Show so badly one day. One day will happen. I'll head to Brick Chicago and they'll be there. By the way, apparently Qantas want to do a direct flight, from Sydney to Chicago. I am hype. They're also going to try and do, like, Sydney to Miami. That one sounds painful, but I'm also hype. I hate spending big money online for some reason. The problem is I don't hate that. Is the Brick Show still going? They are on Whatnot. I'm pretty sure like Whatnot, they're also on like TikTok, or at least one of their daughters is, and I've had her pop up on my account sometimes, and I'm like, oh, hello. Man, I want to film more TikToks. They're fun. Just because it's really casual for me. I want to take a more casual approach to like TikTok and Instagram. Oh, I can't wait for Melbourne to London, New York. Oh yeah, those are other ones. I mean, there's now like the you go via Auckland to New York one. I mean, that'll be fun. The OG Star Wars MTT is. Yeah, it's not pretty. Not pretty. Want to buy the Turbo Card Chase set from Agents. Had it as a kid, but it's in really bad shape right now. Oof. I do have an Xbox 360. I bought that game purely because I was like, I want to play the Harry Potter Connect game. Did I ever buy that game? No. You know what I did buy it for though? I bought it so I could play Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. Man, it was great. So many Lego content creators are selling their stuff on Whatnot for ridiculous prices. No. People are buying... No, correction. So many Lego content creators are selling their stuff on Whatnot and people are buying it for ridiculous prices. Hashtag spawn. Did anyone else watch the mystery box scenario? Because I just find it really interesting. Because, like, one, like, I have friends that have Whatnot, like, sponsorships. And I have, like, a rough understanding of, like, what that entails. And I've met the lady who, like, runs it all. Like, I've spoken to her. I met her at Brickworld Chicago. She's really nice. She's very friendly. She seems, like, very, like, willing as well to, like, help and, like, support these people. But, like, I've used the app. I've bought stuff off it. But there's also a lot of things that I don't like about it. So, and it seems to go through phases, right? Like, they started with YouTubers. And then they, like, branched out and they, like, reached out to, like, some smaller creators. And then they hit the TikTok creators. And for the TikTok creators, there's this whole thing where they wanted to do, like, mystery boxes. Because there's a lot of creators on Whatnot that would do, like, mystery boxes. And some of them would do things that were, like, kind of dodgy or, like, just didn't sit right and didn't make me feel right from what I'd seen. So I guess, like, Whatnot took all the TikTok creators and did this, like, huge event where they sent each of them, like, 2 mystery boxes. One to give away and one to auction off. And the value was between $700 and $1,300 US. Now, that's a pretty big gap. Also, that can vary. Because it's like, you could find something, I guess, like on Facebook Marketplace, and that price could be different to the price you're going to see on eBay, which is going to be different to the price that you see on Bricklink. So, and like, there was a lot of people doing this, like some of which, like, I had the pleasure of meeting at Brickworld Chicago, so like, I've met some of these people. And they're all doing this, like, sponsorship deal, I guess. And I'm watching these, like, streams, because firstly, I wanted to know what's in the mystery boxes. Secondly, I just wanted to see what was going on. So I'm, like, tuning into these live streams, and, like, some of like, keep in mind as well, like, this is a bidding thing. So firstly, people get caught up in the whole event in general of just, like, the whole action of bidding. Like, you don't really, like, I guess you get carried away. You're like, oh, I want to win this item. So a lot of these mystery boxes, where the value is $700 to, like, $1,400, like, they're going for, like, $1,300. They're going for, like, $1,400, $1,500, depending on the creator. And I'm watching some people unbox them. Like, one of them had a brand new seal. I know, like, exactly, it is essentially gambling. Like, I'm not a fan of the mystery boxes thing, because it's like, you don't know what you're gonna get. And if you really want something, like, just go and buy it. So, like, the first one that I saw unboxed was on Epic Bricks' account. And even then, people were, like, pre-bidding, and he had to, like, reset it so many times. And then there was, like, issues with, like, verified buy. Anyway, so the first one that he unboxed, I opened the mystery box up, and it was a brand new sealed, like, all of these sets were sealed, a brand new, like, pristine condition looking UCS Star Wars Imperial Shuttle, which is, like, it's a very valuable set, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure, like, oh, I should look up the value right now before I continue. Hello, Lego Obi-Wan, I'm doing great. Even though gambling, no, that's the thing, no, but, like, because they advertise, like, the price range, but I think the problem, like, firstly, it's like, it's the people who are buying it. Like, you get caught up in that system. You get caught up in, like, the whole bidding situation. So people are more likely to pay more than they probably would have if they, like, had a bit more time to think about it. Secondly, you get caught up in the hype. But also, I think Whatnot's problem is they didn't quite, I guess, like, pick, I think, like, great items. I don't know. It's just, like, if you're paying that much for something, like, you don't know what it is. Like, I think if the value was less, it probably would have gone down better. Anyway, let me check what the price of the UCS Imperial Shuttle is. So that was the first set that popped out. So for a new sealed one, the price is approximately... Wait, let me find a US listing. That one's for a used one. Damn it. Okay, there's no US sealed ones that are like new. I mean, if you're gonna... Okay, so, alright, so $1,200 US dollars. Right, so this is on like the tip end. But even then, you could buy one from Austria and ship it to the US. Oh, wait, no. $840. But that's like a good condition. But if you're opening it, that's fine, right? How do I send stuff to your PO box? Check the video description of a regular HollyOnFilm video, and it will be the addresses in there. Oh my gosh, I've just picked a spot off my head. I have a problem. I'm not setting a good example. And then you write that on a package and send it. Typically, international shipping can be quite expensive, so FYI. If you want to write me a letter though, that's a lot cheaper. Anyway, Imperial Shuttle, right? $850. This mystery box sold for $1,400. That's the only thing in the box. Then they do the giveaway one, and I can't remember what the giveaway item was, but again, it was like only one thing. Like I think one of the boxes had like only a ghost. There was one that had several sets, one of which was like the Urukai army, and I think there was like a couple of other small ones. There was one that just had like Ninjago City. There was another one. What was the set that was in it? I can't even remember. But like, it was just like they were expensive items, but like, I don't think anything really hit like that $1,300 price point. And overall, it just felt like really like underwhelming. Like, I think for a mystery box, like I think it would have been better if they had more smaller sets rather than just like one big one. And like, I felt bad for like all of these TikTok creators because they're like, because it's a sponsored thing, right? And like everyone's like, oh, like big rip, like rip off sort of thing. And like they're all like, they all sort of felt it as well. Like they all seemed a little bit underwhelmed. Like it overall just was a really, really weird situation. It was like entertaining to watch, but I also felt very bad for them because I'm like that's a bad situation. And like I saw Brixie as a result is like doing his own mystery boxes like with a very specific amount, and he's gonna like auction them off as like a I'm sorry sort of thing. Or maybe it's a giveaway, I don't know. When will the next drop be? Drop of what? Oh my gosh, now there's a spot on my head and I'm dying. I'm just not going to touch my head. Not happening. Even though I've heard so many LEGO content creators talking about one, I still haven't had the motivation to download it. Don't. There's like one seller on it that I like, and it's Fat Figs. And that's purely because they do like a lot of like buy it nows that are like pretty reasonably priced, and they also have like a lot of like the mono figs, which is something that I'm interested in. I know that like some people don't like them because it's like, oh, it's like stolen goods from the factory, and like Lego has like tried to come out and say, I distinctly remember this. It was in a LAN meeting. Someone was asking them about like the mono figs, and they're like, oh no, we've never made that. Like that's not a thing. It's like, yeah, you haven't, but that doesn't mean that it's not happening. Like your employees aren't doing it behind your back. And, like, they just, I guess they know that it's a thing, but they're just like, oh, no, it's not our stuff. And I guess that's to, like, stop people from buying it, to, like, stop the demand or whatever. Anyway, I'm just like, if it's available and it's a good price, I'm going to buy it because it's cool. Which, like, I mean, if LEGO wanted to do something about it, they could, but they're not. Anyway, they have a lot of monofigs, and I bought some, and they're cool. Of merch. Oh, them. I've got all my Halloween stuff ready to go, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're in the middle of September. I should probably release that. So I'm probably going to do it next week. Exactly, Pen. Exactly. It's just like, firstly, who was going to have access to molds that are perfect replicas, have plastic, which is the exact same quality, in the exact perfect Lego colors? Like, that would be too hard to fake. I personally think. I mean, I don't think it's impossible, but I think it would be very difficult. I love them. You want to know which ones I've got? Let me show you. I bought more. So we have the gender reveal Darth Vaders. Then, here's my bag of stuff. So, we have the gender reveal Darth Vaders, which I bought custom colored capes for, from Minifix to You. They each have the custom colored blaster. The blue one came with the blue one, which I bought from a Brixie Minifix. And then the pink one, I bought off eBay. It was fantastic. Then, I also have a pink clone, like a bright pink clone, but it's in a box, and I don't want to go get that box. Phase 2 Clone Trooper in blue. They exist! Noah, see, this is why I'm talking about fat figs, because like if you want this stuff, Bricklink's removed it, right? Because Lego owns Bricklink. They don't want people buying this stuff because they don't want people to think that it exists and that it's real. It is real. Lego was trying to cover it up. So I'm telling you, exactly. I got a ton of blasters. They were $1 at a Bricks and Minifigs. I was like, I'm taking this opportunity. I gave them to, like, I've got them on my pink spaceman has got pink guns, pink blasters. I've got another minifig that's holding a pink one. I matched them with like the Disney characters as well. They're not in front of the castle, but like Mickey's holding a red one, Goofy's holding an orange one. It's great. No, I must only spend money on Udapau. They're like $20. Highly recommend. Anyway, what was I doing? Gender reveal Vader. Yeah, guys, it's a boy. It's a girl. Then if I get enough, I can make a rainbow and I can be like, it's non-binary. That was a bad joke. I'm sorry if I offended anyone there. I agree, Pink Eyes, especially when they see the price of resale characters and then they're not gonna remake them. Anyway, you should do a Pink 50 first. I want to. But the problem is helmets. If I could. Man, I want a pad printer so I can make my own things. Anyway, my favorite Dimensions pack I own, well, the one to play through was the Scooby-Doo one. I loved that one. Otherwise, the actual, like, favorite pack I have, I don't know. I didn't actually know. The best one to play through was Ninjago. I love that. Then the Neo one. That one. Anyway, here's my other one that I got, which is this, like, shiny pink, oopsies, shiny pink monofig. I thought this was a clone initially, but I guess apparently I didn't buy the clone, so I didn't get the helmet. But I have the pink one, and it's shiny, and it's pretty. And then, this is the coolest thing. I didn't even know this existed. Shout out to Fat Figs on whatnot. Look, it's a pink Palpatine hologram. You know, any pink monofig, any pink colored thing, I want it. Pink hologram, which then is going to go really nice with my pink monochrome clone. How cool. I don't think so, just a banana, purely because it would be involved with Square Enix, but I would love to. Did you see, also just a banana for this case, did you guys see the Kingdom Hearts photo opportunities at Oogie Boogie Bash? Shout out. Anyway, it's just really cool. I love this stuff. Like, I don't care about what people think of it. If I can buy it, I'm gonna buy it. As long as it's a reasonable price. I really want to get a, like, clear, transparent pink Darth Vader. I'd also kind of like to get a C-3PO, but, like, I'm not gonna pay, like, more than, like, $30 for one. Like, I think that's a bit ridiculous. Pink Cody holding pink Siggy's. Yeah, I need to give my Phase 2 clone the pink hologram. I just think that would be really cute. Yes, there are Pen. I saw a photo of them the other day. They are sick. It's Donald and Mickey. It's so cute. I'm not going to Oogie Boogie Bash though, which kind of sucks. I could have, but I didn't. Also, look. Minifigures. CMFs. Fun time for all. I have so much to sort through. I've got a Marvel set, which I got, and I forgot that I had bearded Captain America already, which wasn't good. I've also got my Harry Potter advent calendar back there, which I filmed a lot of stuff on, but I haven't filmed the rest. And then I've got I got my Harry Potter brick heads I need to clean. Ugh. Got Woody from Toy Story for $25. Really? Jeez. I mean, 6 Disney figs and a Pluto for free. That, I guess, makes up for it, but man. But I might wait till the Marvel set's probably smart. Unless you get the, I guess the 4+ one, which has got really cool hair. Agree. Gender reveal Vader. How cool is that just to have as a person who likes collecting things? This is just cool. By the way, I bought the case for my Queen Amidala, which I put in my shelf, which was a stupid idea. Shouldn't have done that. Anyway, there we go. Back on the shelf you go. Yeah, I've got a lot of cool things recently. Like, I just love stuff like that. So, yeah, if I were gonna, like, that's the one, I guess, like, place I would buy things off Whatnot. As someone who very easily could go on Whatnot and sign up as a seller and probably sell stuff for way more than it's worth, I recommend not buying stuff from your favorite Lego creators, purely because people get carried away on those streams. And I feel like you're more likely to overpay for something just because it's like, it's your favorite creator stream. There's more people, there's more eyes on those streams, which means there's more people bidding, which means it's going to be more expensive. If you want something specifically from that person and you want to pay that price, go for it. Good luck. Have fun. I personally wouldn't, because it would just be expensive. Other than PS4 Spider-Man is Queen Amidala, your most expensive minifigure. Yeah. Until I buy Davy Jones. Kill me. What about your merch? I'm gonna drop it next week. It's gonna be Halloween stuff. Woohoo! So there's gonna be like a Bellatrix sweatshirt. There's gonna be pumpkin themed stuff. I want to do socks, but the price of the socks is like really expensive for a pair of socks. But it's also like made to order, so I'm like, I could put it up, and if anyone wants to pay that ridiculous amount of money for a pair of socks, like, go for it, pop off. But I'm also like, I feel kind of stupid posting a pair of socks, which is the same price as a t-shirt. Anyway. Anyway, there you go. My brother only bought the Lego Woody's Roundup for 110 brand new. That is good. No, I'm talking about, do you buy from your favorite creators? Oh! No. I mean, personally, like, if a friend of mine, like, has something, like, I'm just gonna message them and be like, hey, if you're selling this, I'll buy it off you. Like, I wouldn't do it on Whatnot, though, because it's creative. Unless it's like a buy it now item. Buy it now items, yeah, do that. Support your favorite person. But, like, in a bidding war, like, I don't know, it's just a weird platform. Like, I'm the type of person where I'm like, I don't want to overpay for something. Like, I don't care who it's coming from. I don't want to overpay for something. If it's something, like, super rare or, like, is a good price or is a buy it now, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Because, like, I want to support my friends. I want to support my creators. But I'm also not going to overpay for stuff in order to do that. Does that make sense? Don't you mean Halloween? That's true. It's going to be called a Halloween drop. I need to set it up. Oh, wait, 2 for $50? Or was they $50 each? I know, how cool, man. There are so many good characters. I'm like, oh, I want to go get you by Lego. Mm-hmm. It's painful. If you're the seller, it's terrible. If you're a buyer, no. Well, here's the thing as well. It's like, unless you're on the right person's stream. For example, I feel like if you're buying Star Wars stuff on a mini Superheroes Today stream, chances are you're going to get a good deal, right? Because a lot of the people watching him are superheroes fans. So him selling Star Wars stuff, you're not going to get a lot of the same Star Wars fans. Same deal with, like, I guess, if you're watching a Brick Whiz stream, right? And he's selling Harry Potter. You're going to get a good deal. If you're watching an Emmasaurus stream and you're buying... I'm trying to think of a theme that, like, Emily wouldn't cover. I guess Harry Potter again. Like, she doesn't cover Harry Potter too much. You get a good deal. If you're buying superhero stuff on an M&R stream, you're gonna get a good deal. Or if you're buying a set, because people don't usually buy sets. But also the problem is the shipping, like, is a preset and, like, you can't change it. Like I spoke to Blaine's World about Whatnot, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not a huge fan. He's not a huge fan. He's taking a break from it right now. I'm just like, I think it's really good if you want to get rid of stuff quickly. But, like, otherwise, I think if you're just a regular seller, like, it's not good. And unless you're a buyer and you're going onto, like, really small streams and, like, people aren't bidding up the item as much, like, you might not get a good deal. Like, I find it really, like, it's great to see your items up close and, like, ask questions. But I just feel like you never really get a good price on it. Like, they really do, Pen. And I'm like, I've said this to her, I'm like, I feel bad because I'm like, Lego, like, LAN in general, like, does not support them, like, I feel like the way that they need to. Like, Mario instructions, for example, getting sent out, like, the day before, like, it's ridiculous. But, like, they very clearly like her, which is fantastic for her, and, like, she enjoys making that content, so great for her. But I'm also, like, I feel bad for, like, because I just know how that program runs, and I'm like, it's not a good environment, not a overly, like, supportive place or anything. Will you check it out? I have one coming up. I'm so excited for it. It's going to be I'm really excited just to film it because I want it to be funny. I want it to be entertaining. I want it to be good. I wouldn't do one from Whatnot though. Like, a lot of it I think relies on, like, the whole, like, sign up code and bringing in new people, right? And because a lot of, like, the YouTube space shares the same audience, A lot of those people have already signed up that want to sign up. A lot of the people who want to be on the app are already on it. So, like, what's the point? Also, there's a lot of things that I don't like about the app. For example, because you can't set shipping, if you're going to ship something internationally, you're going to pay an arm and a leg to do it. Which, like, in my case, where my audience is majority in US, that's a problem to me. Like, but also, like, I have, like, enough stuff to sell in, like, one stream. Also, it's a lot of effort to pack it up. Like, surely the effort, like even just for regular sellers, less so for, like, actually, more so for, like, no, less so, because, like, the people who are, like, creators or influencers, like, your stuff's selling for more, so, like, you're getting more profit, but you've still got to put in the same amount of effort as a regular seller to pack all that stuff up. That stuff looks like it takes forever. I don't want to do that. So I'm like, I don't think I would. Like I want to sell stuff. Like, I sell my Lego all the time. Like, I have stuff to sell. Like, there are stuff that I have in piles that I'm like, I need to get rid of this. I need to sell this. But I'm like, I don't think I would. Just because I'm like, I'm not a huge fan of the app. Like, I don't like the mystery box system. I feel like it needs to be a bit more regulated. I don't like how they do the shipping. And, like, also, I think people, like, they've done sponsorships for so many people at once that I think it's getting shoved down people's throats. I think, overall, the consensus, I think people are tired of it. Like, people are sick of hearing about it. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to do it. Pro tip is go for a stream to buy sets that aren't from the main theme. Everyone else is interested in that theme. Exactly. You don't buy Star Wars from an M&R stream. Don't buy superheroes from a Mini Superheroes Today stream. Don't do it. Marvel figure and it went for ridiculous. That's interesting. I wonder, like, because I mean, like, Star Wars is one of those things, right? Like, Star Wars and Marvel have a lot of the same fans. Like, I'm a fan of both. I wonder if that's why. Like, I've tuned into a few people's. Like, I watched a bit of Emily's once, and I watched a bit of Matt's. I watched a bit of Blaine's, and I've, like, watched people who, like, aren't influencers either. Like, I watched bits of them, and it's, like, interesting to see where, like, people... I would go for her channel for City and Friends tops. If she's doing superheroes or Star Wars, I'm not inclined to go to her. Too much contrasting interest. That's why I loved when she brought in Ross to do the Obi-Wan's and Starfighter. I said that to her as well. I was like, I love that Ross came in for this. Like, it's fun because I was like, that's his main passion. Also, when they do, like, ideas sets, I think that matches really well. Like, the lighthouse and all that. I was actually, like, getting a behind-the-scenes tour of, like, the city and, like, the lighthouse layout. It was so interesting. I loved it. So good. Yeah, Ross, they're lovely people. I love them. The stories are fun. If you put your brand out there and really put quality in it, stuff that you sell is automatically going to sell for more. Like, if I sold Harry, it's like, alright, hypothetical, right? Like, I get, like, I have a Whatnot sponsor, right? I'm told to do a live stream, told to promote it. Hey, here's my Whatnot sign-up credit, right? And I'm selling. I mean, I don't have any Harry Potter to sell, right? That's the other thing, right? Like, these, like, are, like, continuous, like, things. Like, by the looks of things, like, just by how many people, like, streams people are doing, these are people who don't have a lot of stuff to sell, right? People are buying stuff so that they can sell them to fulfill their, like, obligation to sell things. So, like, I don't have Harry Potter stuff to sell. Realistically, to make this benefit me the most, it would be the smartest thing for me to do to go and buy a bunch of, like, desirable Harry Potter minifigures. For example, 2010 Bellatrix. I guess, like, some of the old Harry Potter sets. Like, I've got 2 of them that I need to sell. Like, I could sell them. Like, if I sold Harry Potter, that would probably do really well. But it's also, like, are people getting a good deal? Not necessarily. Like, I find it really interesting when I'm, like, click onto, like, a random Whatnot stream. They're like, wow, this is an absolute steal. And then you go and look at Brinkling prices and it's, like, $5 cheaper. Lol. Oh, I'm definitely a Portwell. But, like, EJ's killing me this season, minifigures. Oh, man. Killing me. Whatnot is only good for giving Ryan 3K to watch him go full kid in the candy store. That was very entertaining. I had a good laugh during that video. It was really funny as well, like, watching, because, like, I know who the lady is. Like, I've met her. Her name's Chantum. She's very friendly, very lovely, like, super sweet person. Like, very nice. Like, I just love seeing what she's doing for, like, the Lego community. Like, it's the only real, like, brand that I feel like has really delved in and is, like, I guess, like, very invested in what people do. So that's really good. That's the one really good thing that I love about Whatnot. Like, I think that's really good for the community and I guess, like, the Lego creators in general, which, of course, like, does affect me. But it was really funny to watch her, like, follow him during that video. There's also another guy, I can't remember his name for the life of me. I feel really bad now. I follow him on Instagram, who like also helps out. Again, he's really nice. I've heard of Lego Brawls, but I'm like, haven't tapped into it yet. Don't buy the Lighthouse. It's pretty, but it's expensive. My most wanted Lego Ninjago minifigure, Samukai, because I lost mine. Except he's expensive. Expensive. I think it would do well if you sold Harry Potter, Star Wars, or Marvel. Exactly. Like, that's the thing. Like, I like that I've, like, got my 3 themes. Because, like, Harry Potter, it's like, you get 2 drops a year. Marvel is, like, throwing a hissy fit right now and it's just boring. It sucks. But, like, I genuinely still have an interest for Marvel. So, like, I talk about it. I'll talk about the sets when they come out. And then, like, Star Wars is killing it. I'm like, ooh, it's good. Because it means I have, like, stuff to talk about. And, like, interest all year long. Plus, it's, like, these are all, like, I'm just a fan of, like, movies. Movies and TV shows. So if they're going to make something based on a movie and TV show, I'm in. Ooh. Disney next year. Man, we're going ham. It's going to be great. I need to invest in my time to pros. Good night, Cosmic. I hope you have a great night. Is an app game? Really? Ugh. Yikes. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like, if you want a good deal on whatnot. But also, it's like, it's the same deal when you go to a Lego convention, right? Or like a secondhand store. You look at the Bricklink price because you want to know if it's like a good deal or not. Because like, what's the point in overpaying? I mean, I guess at a convention or like a secondhand store, yeah, part of that's convenience. But whatnot, you're not getting convenience. And that's another thing, right? So I bought the Hank Pym Ant-Man figure off Rod the Kicker's whatnot live stream while I was at Brickworld Chicago. He's standing on the desk over there. I'm over here, standing near the toilets with Danny Bob, MK and Brick, and Sans and Claire. And I'm like, oh, I kind of want this figure. And it was a good deal. I got like a pretty good deal on it. But then I also had to pay for shipping, even though Rod just threw me the minifigure and I had him in like my little bum bag that I was carrying. And then I got a shipping notification and I just got sent an empty envelope. It was weird. I was like, because like the whatnot people were behind the shipping for that one because it was like they were going to do it as part of like, I guess, the convention thing. So I just got an empty envelope with a packing slip. It was odd. It was fun. What's up with Disney next year? It's just more princesses again. But there's the CMF. And like, if Marvel's continuing the way it is, I'm buying like 2 sets. That's it. I'm like, I mean, I guess there's like, I mean, if they do an Ant-Man and the Wasp set, like I have an Ant-Man figure, have a Wasp figure. All I'd really need is a Kang, and if they did Cassie, I guess I'd just buy those 2 separately. Unless they're doing an Avengers Tower or something, like I'm tapped out, or another CMF, like I could do that. But I'm just like, I don't know. It's so bad. CMF is just a rumor though, right? At the pen, we all know at this point that it's coming out. It's like the Black Panther set, for example. Like, that was our Peach's Castle, right? Like, it's like, oh, Black Panther vehicle, jokes, it's a bust. We were close enough. We all know that CMF's a thing. Let's not kid ourselves. They say in our Hulkbuster situation. And I am in for that. Everything's a rumor. Yep, everyone says that because Lan tells you to. And that effect is rubbed off on everyone so that we all don't get in trouble. Even though we all know it's confirmed. Because all these things happen because retailers get information in catalogs. Here's a background into how people get their information. I reckon there'll be 2 licensed ones next year. Surely. I mean, the only reason I think we got Series 23 this year is because it's the, like, 90 years. So next year, like, 2 licensed makes more sense, right? Surely. Guys, they'll do Zelda at some point. They'll do Zelda. Exactly, like, how many leaks have been wrong? There was that one that was like, oh, it's the DeLorean, and then it turned out to be a pickup truck, but then the DeLorean came out. There was Peach's Castle. There was the Black Panther vehicle, which turned out to be a bus, but even then, it's like, that's like 80% true. By the time, at least, we got to the end, the tail end, at least closer to it. Then there was... I can't even think of what else was wrong. What else was wrong? Tower of Fate for DC. Oh, yeah, that. That felt like a stretch to begin with. I didn't believe that. Oh, and the No Way Home sets. But also then I was like, this doesn't sound right. It did not sound right to me at all. Hulkbuster is a different set, if that's even a thing. I doubt it's a thing. If it is, again, I'm not buying that. All LEGO store employees also have full access to next year's sets using the advanced search function on the cash registers. Of course it's still going to be abused. Why would it not be abused? We're going to wrap up soon. We probably should. I have videos to finish. I think tomorrow, like, even though it's been, like, almost a week since I posted, like, I've been working on one which is, like, redoing my display, but the problem is I need to go to Bunnings Warehouse. I haven't gone to Bunnings Warehouse today, so I can't quite finish that. But I might do, like, a few bits and pieces. Otherwise, I will just do, whatchamacallit? I think I might just, like, talk about the D23 stuff. I don't know, I need to do something. I want to do something. I want to make something. I want to post something. But I also don't want to make it super lazy content, so I'm like, I don't know. The clone pack. What about the clone pack? You look lovely today. Thank you. I have seen some glimpse of sunlight, and it's really boosted my attitude and my self opinion. Plus, I did my hair today, so I'm feeling good. It's freshly washed and it's clean, and I bought this new necklace, which has my initial on it. It's smaller than I expected, but I still like it. Self-worth, yeah, sort of. You know when you're just feeling a bit more confident and, like, happy with yourself? Yeah, that's the mood I'm in today. Even though I'm, like, lost. I'm like, I'm off. I'm a minute behind. We need her to tell you next year's sets? Who? Oh, Ali. Nah. I'm pretty sure the company can track who uses it if they decide they want to get rid of people abusing it, though. I mean, surely in this day and age, right? Especially leading up to Christmas, like, you guys need employees. Like, everywhere is understaffed right now. I wonder if they would do that. I wonder if they do. I actually thought LEGO was going to make a DC set this year. I mean, technically, for me at least, like, the Batman sets count, because we got the Batman movie sets in January. It's sad that, like, DC's over, but at the same time, I'm like, I saw it coming, unfortunately. That's just to how we all found out with the use of Star Destroyer. And there was, like, that photo as well, wasn't there? In, like, the hallway or something. That was fun. That was fun. I liked that. There are some good LEGO there. You know, one video, and I brought this up to them last year. I was like, I really want to do a video about, like, the worst LEGO reveals. And in the meeting, they were like, yeah, you shouldn't do that. Like, they'll get upset. And now I kind of want to do it because I'm like, The only people from LEGO's who opinions I care about are the designers. As long as the designers don't hate me, I'll be fine. I love the designers. I have a lot of respect for them. I think they do amazing work. I love the fact that they are, like, somewhat relevant. I say relevant. Like they're, like, combined in, like they're active on social media. Like, they're included in, like, the community. Like, it's really cool. Like, I love them. I have a lot of respect for them. Especially Justin and George. They are by far my favorites. Also, the work that Marcus Beza has done for the Harry Potter theme, amazing. I wish I could have met him at, like, the signing. How's the gym going? I haven't gone in, like, 2 weeks, and I miss it so much. I need to go. Should have gone for a walk, though, too. I've done a bit of walking, though, so I've been alright. So, it makes me jealous that Marvel and Harry Potter get this amount of love, meanwhile DC gets lost in the dust. Yeah. Hey, Chris, how are you going? Well, I was thinking as well, Chaden, I was like, I should rename this channel to, like, something else, because it's not just gaming. But then also, I'm like, I like the fact that it's, like, a smaller channel that it's, like, a little bit more, like, personal. Like, it's fun. I've been busy working all week. I have done everything but make a video in terms of working. It has been bad. I've been to the gym. I've been crook this week. I'm surprised I can even go to uni. Yikes. That is not good. Holding on there. I've heard that name thrown around a little bit, but I'm also like, I'm pretty sure I accidentally, like, set the URL to Holly Can't Game, so I'm like, oh dear. Whoopsies. But otherwise, that would have worked really well. If I ever start a podcast, that's what it's gonna be called. Man, I need to take a photo. I do. I need to take a photo for Instagram. There's, like, something that I needed to do. I have, like, a to-do list of things. I've got to do my Diagon Alley light kit video this week. I filmed, like, half of the footage. And then there's, like, a little bit more I needed to do and I haven't done it. Need to do that. Need to prepare and write my sponsorship thing. I need to do another, like, gifted thing. Look at me being really productive. Plus, I need to film more TikToks. I miss it. It's fun. It's fun. It's a great podcast name. Exactly. Like, how good would it be? Not that I'd like have. Actually, I would have a lot to talk about on a podcast. Listen to the way I ramble off on streams. I would be so good at a podcast because I would just not shut up. Plus, think about all of the, all of like the life stories that I tell you. Yeah, how many more of them would I get on there? It would be so good. So good. Yeah, I don't want to tell you. It's going to be a surprise. However, it's someone that you've probably heard of. It's a brand that you've probably heard of, but would not expect me to do it all. And I am so excited. I want to make it entertaining enough so that at least like when you hear a brand deal and it's like, there are some people that it's like the way they do it is just really entertaining, so you watch them anyway, or at least I do. Like, I love watching like Drew Gooden's ad sponsorships because I just find them entertaining. Not that I like ever buy actually no, I've used HelloFresh before, but I didn't go through his link or anything. Anyway, I just want to make it entertaining so that like you enjoy it and like fun. So I'm really excited. Give us life advice. I do that all the time on these streams. I would, but like he's never asked me just to. If he did, I would say yes, but like I've never been asked. Never been asked. Exactly. I talk forever. Are you advertising HelloFresh? I'm not. I would love to though. I love HelloFresh as a brand. My family have used it so many times. Like they did these, what was it? I think they had like a burger option once, or like there was like a chicken schnitzel. They are so good. So good. It's not food related. I'm so excited for it though. I think it's gonna be really funny. Like, that's the one thing is like I've only done like one before, and like even then I had like fun with it. I was like, oh yeah, this is good. I'm not sponsored by that, but man, I want a Mega Constructs deal. Mega Constructs, come at me. I will advertise your Pokemon products all the time. Please. Barbie, if you want to sponsor me, Barbie, I'm here. No, it's not Surfshark. We've done that one. We've done Surfshark. This one's gonna be more fun, I think. Purely because like they don't seem as like worried about like what you like do. I'm excited. Like, I read through like the information. I'm hyped. I'm so hyped. I also have a really fun video idea for it, so I'm like, this should be good. This should be good. We're talking about that LED light company. No, that is there though. I need to set that up. That's just more of like a background thing and like a mention gifted thing. Plus, I was gonna use it for like some lightsaber photos and videos that I wanted to do, which I'm excited for. When's the video? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do it at like the end of September. It depends. Yeah, I would hate to do one where like I guess like a company or a brand is like really like overly like controlling, because it's like, that's the thing. If people, and like I find this from like experience when I've like watched other like people, like I was very big into the British YouTubers of like 2013, right? And it's like I like believe and like enjoyed a lot more when like that person is doing what they know best. Like they're talking about from their personal experiences and doing it like in a way that they enjoy. Like that's what I find like most enjoyable. Like they know what they're doing. Like if a brand trusts the person that they're like working with, like that's the best thing you can do. So I really enjoy it. Like when I'm watching them. Like for example, I heard Zoella talk about a foundation once, and it was just like a recommendation. It wasn't like a sponsored thing or anything, but it was like a recommendation. And I was like, I'm going to try that. I bought it. I have used it ever since. Until like recently where I'm like, oh, maybe I should look for another one, because like I don't want to deal with taking off the lid and put it on a pump, and it's painful. We did get Disney Plus Day. For our Disney Plus Day, we had, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same for the UK, because, like, Star's a thing there as well. But, like, we had Modern Family, like, release as well as, like, Pinocchio. I'm probably not going to watch Pinocchio. I walked into the kitchen and my mum was watching it. I was like, this looks a bit weird. But I'm sure it would be alright. And, like, I remember what else happened. Oh, I wanted to watch, like the Cars episodes, like, the Cars on the Road stuff. I really want to watch that. And the Thor Love and Thunder behind-the-scenes documentary. Will we wrap up now? Ben, if you don't want to be here, just leave. I say it all the time. No, I am yawning a lot and need to refill my drink bottle. So, wrapping up would make sense. Would make absolute sense. Oh. I thought there was water towels. Wait, you got a whole thing of like lightsaber rods? That's funny. I've never seen that on the Pick a Brick wall. Watch Pinocchio, it's actually good. Really divided on Pinocchio. I want to be here, but I also want to leave. That's the best comment I've seen all day. I haven't looked at the stuff for Pinocchio. I want to hear more about it. You know what else? Man, you know what I want to watch? But I also don't want to watch at the same time. Don't Worry, Darling. Has anyone else heard anything about that movie? Because I'm really invested. The fact that Florence Pugh doesn't want to show up, the fact that Harry Styles reportedly sped on Chris Pine's lap, the fact that Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde aren't talking or looking at each other and apparently they're broken up. It's funny. And I'm like, I love Florence Pugh, so I want to watch this movie. But I've also heard that it's horrible, and I'm like, I don't want to go to the theater because I don't want to support Olivia Wilde because of what she was doing with like Shia LaBeouf and trying to make Florence Pugh work with him, and even though she didn't feel uncomfortable. So I'm like, do I wait for this to come out and I can rent it or something? It's like, it's so much. I'm living for it. I love the drama. I love the fact that like Florence is just like, no, screw you. It's so good. I'm living for it. This has been the best thing about like the Venice Film Festival. I'm also really excited for the blonde Marilyn Monroe movie with Ana de Armas. That looks good. I'm excited for that. Man, there are so many good movies coming out. Hype. Yeah, I've heard so many things about the film being like bad. And then there was that clip of Olivia Wilde being like, well, if it's a bad movie, it's the director's fault. And I'm like, ha, lol. Plus, there's all the drama with it. I'm like, but also Florence Pugh. So, I don't know. Hey, Abishai. Hey, Caleb. And the drama is more interesting than the movie. Literally. So many Hemsworth in it. I know, right? There are so many Hemsworth in that movie. I am so excited to watch the behind the scenes, though. More so than rewatch the movie. I never realized how toxic Olivia Wilde's fans are until recently. I have not seen any of them anywhere. All I'm seeing is, like, people who are in support of Florence. Like, that's what, like, all of my, like, I guess, like, Twitter feed, TikTok feed is all full of. It's just, like, yeah, props to Florence Pugh. I'm like, shout out, Miss Flo. We love it. We love it. And then it's like Chris Pine and Gemma, I can't remember her last name, are like being the buffers to break up the tension. It's so funny. I love it. We're discussing movies, Abishai. Instead of me ending the stream despite the fact that I'm yawning and getting progressively more tired, need to fill up my drink bottle and gotta do something. And I've gotta go. Alright, bye. See ya. I think so. Maybe there wasn't Marilyn Monroe movie. I don't know. There's so many these days. It was like, what was the first one? Bohemian Rhapsody or something? And now everyone's getting a movie? I'm like, can we slow down? Isn't there another one coming as well? I recall. I can't remember who it was. Dream is ending soon? Probably. Probably Chatham. Because it's getting late for people. I'm tired. You're tired. I need to make a movie. I know, Ben, I watched Elvis recently. It is so good. Okay, I did hear about the Thunderbolts. I'm excited that Yelena's in it, but I'm also like, some of these choices were weird. Like, why are we bringing back Ghost? Also, I'm glad that, like, the Red Guardian's coming back, but I'm also like, that's an interesting choice. And, like, why are Bucky and John Walker on the same team? I don't know. Motley Crue, I didn't see that one. Because I loved Bohemian Rhapsody. It made me fall in, I just love Brian May now as a result of that movie. Watched the Elton John one. Taron Egerton did great in that. And there was Elvis, and now there's Marilyn Monroe. And I feel like there's going to be another one. Taskmaster? Yeah. Wait a minute, this is not Fall Guys, it's Sleepy Guys. Literally. Taskmaster's an interesting one to bring back. At least bring back Abomination. Yeah. Well, he can't, because he promised not to be a person. Spoilers for She-Hulk episode 2. Marvel is just tiring. I'm getting sick of it. I really am. And I know I'm not alone in that. I'm not even gonna go and see Black Panther on opening weekend. I'm gonna wait. I'm not into it. And like, what is with all the trailers releasing at the last minute as well? Like, I'm also sick of that. Excited about Bucky coming back though. Yeah, that's one thing I am excited for. I forgot about The Policeman. I saw that on Twitter the other day, but I didn't see much about it. That's true. But also super pieces. There are 3 super soldiers. We have John Walker. We have Bucky. I swear there's another one. Am I forgetting someone? Maybe. I don't know. It's just, yes, see, I was right. Yelena has no powers at all. Yeah, she's just cool. Shout out to Florence Pugh. We love Flo. Red Guardian, oh yeah. Miss Marvel was like, alright, but like, I'm not excited for the Marvels movie. Fantastic Four, yes, I'm in. Ant-Man and the Wasp, yeah, I'm in, because I like those movies. Paul Rudd's fun. Oh, yes, shout out to Don Cheadle. We haven't had a Don Cheadle moment in a while. Guys, you're slacking. You're slacking off. Exactly. It's too daunting. And then there's so many Disney Plus shows. Like, I wish we would slow down on the Disney Plus shows. I can't. Like, I'm excited for the zombie show just because it's not attached to anything. It is going to be the end because I'm getting tired. It's alright. I'm very inconsiderate. We've learned to my UK audience. Sorry. Oh yeah, Guardians 3 will be great. And the Guardians Christmas special. Why is there nothing on that? It's September. And we've had nothing on it. Besides the advent calendar. Which I'm not even going to buy. I'm going to buy like the tape piece off Bricklink. And I'm going to buy the Christmas sweaters. And that's it. Zemo would have been so good. Zemo's probably going to be like a cameo or something. And that's it. Yeah, the Werewolf by Midnight. I'm not watching that. It looks too odd. Alrighty, let's wrap this thing up because I've been talking for too long and I keep yawning and I need to clear off my bed and I need to make a video because I haven't done that in almost a week now and that's getting really bad. That's not like me at all. Anyway, everyone, hope you have a great night or a great evening or a great day if you're just waking up like Chris and Jolly. So, yes, I agree, Jolly, absolutely. Yeah, I hope you all have a great whatever time of day it is. Thanks for hanging out with me today. It was so good. I want to do a build stream sometime next week. I don't know what set I'm going to build. I'll do something. And I've got some really fun video ideas, which I should, make. I'll be back to posting, I promise. I'm just making content in general. I've just been busy caught up doing other things. So we'll be back. Hope you all have a great time. And I will see you next time. Hopefully I can find my Mario Kart disc and we can actually play a game. Yay! And one that doesn't give me a headache. # Skywalker Saga. Okay, bye.